Hello, Rat members. It's time for some more Doki Doki Blue Skies twice in a row. I'm allowed to do that. I'm a variety streamer, but I can do whatever I want to do it. Yuri, she doesn't look like girls dating. That's what you think. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes. No, I'm kidding. You know, I can see Yuri going both ways. I think she's bi, personally. She seems like the type, you know, like I'm not saying that in a mean way at all. I'm just saying she seems like the type that like kind of can swing both ways. But I also think that Yuri is probably the type that's very clingy once you start dating, I would imagine. Like she's a flopper, you know? She starts off kind of like shy and reserved, but then once you get to know her and you start talking more often, she kind of flips, and now she's like craving your attention and you're accepting this more often. And, you know, to each their own. Some people like that more, some people don't like that more. I'm not making any commentary on that. But yeah, Yuri's fucking wonderful. Obviously, she's into guys. She's not a lesbian. The game that's just canon to the game. But who knows? Maybe she likes women too. Anyhow, let's go ahead and that's my transition sound, guys. I'm running on a budget here. Alright, game, show up, please. Game, show up. El Sai Kangru. Don't know what that means. Wait, that's a reference to something. What is that a reference to? That's not Steins Gate, is it? What is that a reference to? Hold on a second. I've heard that before. El Sai Kangru is the signature catchphrase of the phone sign-off used by the self-proclaimed scientist Rintabe Okada. Yeah, it is Steins Gate! I'm proud of myself for that one. I can't believe I recognize that. I haven't seen Steins Gate in forever. Which is, what a weird coincidence, like Doki Blue Skies is listening to me, because I just bought the Steins Gate visual novel, because I'm going to start streaming it soon, and then it just gave me a Steins Gate sign-on for Doki Blue Skies. How fucking weird. Due to budget cuts, the streams have been capped to 35 minutes. That would be ridiculous. Also, people would just work around that by just streaming on multiple channels, and that would just, like, use even more budget. That would be, like, the dumbest decision ever. There's a visual novel. Yeah, the anime is actually based off the visual novel. Most people don't realize that. But the visual novel, it was critically acclaimed, came first. And then they made an anime based off of it. Now, the anime is in my top 5 favorite shows ever. Top 2 favorite anime ever. It's one of my fucking favorite things ever. I've never seen or played the visual novel, but I heard it's really good. A lot of people claim it to be better than the anime, which I find hard to believe. Though the anime is very short. So there's probably just way more, like, in-depth look into the characters, I'm assuming. But Steins Gate is a fucking emotional masterpiece. Peak comedy, peak music. It's great. I adore those characters so much. But that's for another time, because I will start streaming that pretty soon. I have to, like, think about when I want to stream it, though, because there's some other story games I want to do soon that are not very long. Steins Gate is very long. That would be like a Slay the Princess thing where, like, I'm probably going to have to stream that on and off for, like, 3 months or so because it's going to take a minute to finish. Is it a typical 12-ep anime or is it less? No, it's 20 episodes for the entire series. But, you know, they're all, like, 20 minutes long. The show is kind of, like, evenly divided. The first half and the second half are, like, very different. You definitely should... It's like a Doki in a way. You don't want to judge it from the first half. I will say, much like Doki, the first half is very character-focused, very foreshadowing, very hilarious, very, like, you get into the world and the characters. It's very immersive, very, like, slice of life almost, with some interesting sci-fi minor elements. But the second half, I don't even want to say what it's about, because it's shocking. As somebody who watched it blind, only because I only heard great... I didn't even hear good things. I heard great things only about it. I was like, all right, let me give it a shot. So we watched it on movie night, and I will never forget, that was one of the only times in the long, like, 10 years I've been doing movie nights in this Discord, where we stayed up hours. I think we stayed up till, like, 5 a.m., and we watched the entire series because it was so good. We were like, we have to fucking finish this. Or no, I think we watched, like, the first 7 episodes on one movie night, and then the second movie night, mind you, 7 episodes is, like, over 2 hours. The second movie night, we were like, we gotta fucking finish it. It's too good. We like, watched it all the way through the end, and that's such, like, a core memory to me now. But that show is so unbelievably good. Seriously. And it's one of the only shows, one of the only animes to make me cry. Besides, like, One Piece, I guess. But it's good, man. It's really good. I remember one anime a friend showed me. It's about a dude being the only person left after everyone in the world is turned into stone. No clue what it was called. No idea. Steins Gate's not really a gimmick anime like those. I'm pretty iffy on gimmick animes. Steins Gate is like a genuinely well-written, put-together story. It takes place in modern-day real world. Well, I guess 2010, not modern day. But you gotta just watch it blind. Just don't look up anything about it because, again, it's like a Doki. You want to just watch it blind. But it is very good. But anyways, Doki Blue Skies time. I'm not sure if anybody else is joining. I saw Enda Raiden vote on the live stream ballot. But hey, I'm here to stream for who wants to watch, and I want to do some Blue Skies, and that's what the vote was for. So let's do some Blue Skies, eh? But I love talking with you guys. Believe it or not, I do enjoy having a fun community/friend group that I don't just serve like a slave. I do enjoy our little conversations here. But anyways, where the fuck did we leave off again? I have no idea where we left off. Oh yeah, the bus ride where we kept cheering for them to kiss and they didn't, and then she left the bus. Okay, so it's just starting us in the school now. I was like thinking, how the fuck did we get here? All right, the bell rings, signaling the end of another school day. As the usual sound of footsteps and scraping chairs fills the air, I stand up to make my down to the liturgy. That's a weird way to phrase that. Make my down. Is that like again, is that an English phrasing? No idea. I'm also mixed on gimmick anime. My favorite anime of all time, and the only one I have the manga for, is kind of gimmicky, but it's not like superpowers or anything. Well, I'm curious, what is it? I'm pretty against gimmick anime and gimmick shows. I'm just not a fan of that. I prefer like character-driven or world-driven stories. So I'm more of like a Star Wars, One Piece, Doki Doki, even like to a lesser degree, you know, something like Soul Eater or even like a James Bond universe. Just something where like it has its own universe and like they really flesh out the characters in the world, and like you feel less like you're watching a prepared set of events and more like you're stepping into a world and walking away from reality for a little bit to see how their life's going before you return to your own reality at the end of the episode. Like I like that immersion. So, like, gimmick animes don't do it for me, because it just feels like they just are like, what if there was one guy left and everybody else became a dick? Or if they're like, oh my god, I've seen some fucking horrible gimmick animes. But it's like YouTube clickbait, the anime is what gimmick animes are. It's like, you get the clicks off of, we're gonna make a wacky show where the main character becomes a 2-year-old toddler, but he's still a grown man in an office building. Or it's always like the stupidest shit ever. It's just like what ifs. And sometimes they try to take it seriously to some degree, but it's like, and I'm fine with absurdity and wackiness, but like, I don't know. I like, how far can you really go with a gimmick? Like, unless you're gonna like use the gimmick to do something really interesting and make commentary on like how we look differently on people or how we'd be in a certain scenario, which it rarely ever does well. I don't know. I'm not in the, it's too gimmicky. It's just too gimmicky to do anything interesting with. I actually can't recall any gimmick animes I've watched that I actually thought were very good. Some were okay. Some were decent. Most were bad. I can't recall any that I was like, oh, that was a good show. Like, personally. I haven't seen that many, because I don't usually watch them, but like, you just hear the title and you're like, yeah, this is schlop. It's like those action movies. It's like action movie number 530 with Celebrity, where it's just like either soldier or spy or superhero slop, and there's no fucking substance at all. It's the same thing, but for anime. It's about a world, literally just Earth, where high school girls play a sport called Senshado, which is a sport where they are in World War I to World War II tanks, and they have to eliminate the other team to win. It has a lot of historical Easter eggs that are perfect for someone of my hobby. Well, I can imagine, yeah, like that like applies to your demographic. Unfortunately, I'm pretty difficult. I'm a little elitist when it comes to shows. I'm pretty difficult to sway. I'm not the type where I'm like, I like cute things. I like horror. I like blah blah blah. Like, you can't win me over with a genre or a demographic. I just need quality. That's all I need. I need like really deep quality. I'm an elitist. What can I say? I'll admit to it though. I'm not gonna play around the fences and be like, no, I just, like, I'm not gonna play around. I'll just admit it. Like, I'm hard to please, and nor should anybody ever try to please me with what they're creating. That'd be fucking ridiculous. But, I'm just, you know, I'm not easy to please with the show, is what I'm saying. Unless Monica's in it. I'm kidding. That's a joke. That's a joke. Anyways, as the usual sound of footsteps and scraping fills the chair. I already fucking read this line. Oh, boy. As I push the door open, the air immediately fills... What? The air immediately fills with what sounds like an argument. A given... Seeing as I could hear Natsuki's voice down the corridor. Shots fucking fired at Natsuki, bro. Baki the Rock is also really good. Second favorite. Yeah, you mentioned that a few times, and your fucking silly gifs are making me curious to watch it. I don't like almost ever like slice of life anime. I'll give it a, you know what? For you, I think I will give it a shot. But just as like a preface, I don't actually usually like any slice of life stuff. But I'll try it. Maybe there's some good substance to it. I'll see. I'll be the judge. Also, I might have to adjust my camera in a second because my chair like deflated and I'm really low to the ground right now. I need to like raise up. My legs are killing me. Okay, there we go. That was. Oh wait, no, I'm still on camera, right? Or my head's a little cut off. Hold on. Okay. Where should we get now? Oh, Monica's cut off. Oh, my camera's all fucked. Oh, it's falling off. It's falling off. Oh no. Come back. No, come back. Oh no. Oh no. There we go. Got it. All right, we're good. I won't get offended if you don't like it, but it's really silly. It has a lot of visual gags with a great story. Well, hey, sometimes that's all you need if it's done well, you know. I'm not one to judge something by a summary. I like to take it for the sum of its parts and the quality of each thing. Although I will say I'm pretty hard to win over with shows that aren't consistently good. I'm not one of those people where it's like, no, you just gotta get to the first season, the second one's good. It's like, nah, bro. I'm not gonna fucking sit through a season of garbage. The only show that's the exception to that is JoJo. I think season 1 of JoJo is fucking garbage, but I like the other seasons. I only watched it because my friends literally sat me down in a voice chat after begging me to watch it for so fucking long. They're like, you know what, Red? I'll watch it with you. You don't want to sit there and watch a show alone because you're bored? It was 2020, and they convinced me. Because it was 2020, I was bored out of my fucking mind, and they told me they'd sit there and talk to me throughout it so I don't get bored. And I fucking hated season 1. I was like, why do they want me to watch this? But I saw why they wanted eventually. Season 2 is pretty fucking good. It's not amazing, but it's pretty good. Season 3, Diamond is Unbreakable. It was worth it. It was worth it all for that. Diamond Unbreakable is one of my fucking favorite seasons of anime. I have the entire collection in hardcover because I like reading the manga of it. It's fucking great. I'm going to shut up about anime now. All right. All right, we were roasting Natsuki because there's an argument, right? I'd say it's good throughout, but that's my personal opinion. It's not like one season of slop then pure peak. Hey, I like consistency. All right. And again, I don't need like crazy shit. I actually prefer, I like down to earth. So, you know, maybe I like it. Maybe I like it, you know. I like shenanigans and chicanery. And who is her unfortunate opponent this time? Okay, so is it not going to be Yuri? Is it going to be Sayori or Monica this time? It's probably going to be fucking Monica because Natsuki and Blue Skies. I actually just think the Blue Skies writer doesn't like Monica. Like, I'm kind of convinced that they don't. Not only because they didn't finish her arc when they finished every other character's arc with so much diversification, but also because the way they treat her in this game just comes off like a Monica hater. And like they always have her like breaking up the meetings and like saying, I'm too busy for this group. And not to mention the opening, they like made her dialogue very sassy. And I'm like, they probably don't like Monica. Fucking Monica! That's still one of my favorite lines in the game. And it's so fucking stupid. Of course. Oh, it's Yuri. All I'm saying is that cash should be a perfectly viable option to give at the present. But isn't that rather cold and pragmatic present? I sidle up next to Monica and Sayori. So, how'd this one start? I was talking to Monica about having a secret Santa for Christmas. Which led the conversation onto gifts. Natsuki mentioned that she wouldn't mind receiving money, and here we are. We all watch as the two girls continue to squabble. Both of them still look fairly adamant about their positions. Aren't you going to break it up? I could. But I think this still counts as more of a debate rather than a full-blown argument. And I'm hoping that it gives me gift ideas. That's very fair, Sayori. I turn back to the verbal sparring session. That's a good way to put it. There's no thought put into it. All you're doing is telling the receiver to buy their own present in lieu of you taking the effort to do so. I agree. I actually agree with both of them, but I'm going to save my thoughts for the end of their conversation. Ooh, there's a reference there. There is. What, with the verbal sparring session? Or was it something else? And that's the point of giving people money. I'd be way happier getting money than something I don't need or want for Christmas. See, I agree with her, too. This is not a black or white situation. I actually agree with both of them. And I have extensively talked about this several times with people. So I have quite a formed opinion on this, actually. You can do anything with that money. Anything! And you won't have to worry about what to do with the present you don't want. Oh, the fucking sound alert is broken. It doesn't say who played it. I have no idea who played that. But yes, Yuri has awakened. She's gonna fucking tear Natsuki apart depending on her response in this next question here. It just seems tasteless to me. It is. You know, I can't hold back anymore. I have to talk for just a second. Okay, so here's my thing. Here's my thing. I don't want to seem biased towards either one of them, so let me give my full-fledged opinion on this because I have quite a full one here. So, I think it is 1000% viable and respectable to give somebody money for Christmas or their birthday if you don't know them that well, if you haven't spoke to them very thoroughly, or if you just know them more on like a, we do sports together, I know you from work, we know each other from school, but you don't like actively talk to them and have similar hobbies, you don't really know that much about them. That is super respectable. Like if my coworker gave me a gift card for something or cash, that's good. I'm like, shit. Depending on a relationship, the fact that I don't know you that well, the fact that you even gave me a gift just makes me think, yeah, I mean, I'm fucking glad that I'm getting anything. I mean, be fucking thankful, really. I'm not going to complain they didn't get me a gift. But on the other hand, if you know me well, like we're family and you have known me all my life and we talk all the time or you're my close friend and you just give me a $20 gift card, it's like, ah, so you don't know me. Or it's like, ah, so you just didn't want to care to think about me. Or this just says that you didn't put any thought into this and that you didn't want to care about getting me a gift, so you just threw money and you're like, okay. It's like the equivalent of like a gag. It's like, just here's your pacifier. Go ahead, go on. There you go. Just be quiet. I get you your gift now. It's like the equivalent of like being in a family and giving them the minimum amount possible on your will, but not giving them any other items or money beyond that. It just shows that like, you just were okay with this person, but you clearly didn't give any thought or care into them. It's not offensive. It just shows that you don't give a fuck. You know? And like, if you care about somebody, you should get them something. And it doesn't have to be expensive. I have gotten people $2 gifts that they fucking loved and they've mentioned multiple times. They're like, I keep it on my desk. Like I got Alex a little glow-up Gengar desk decoration that was like $3. But he puts it on his desk because he loves Pokemon. He always talks about Pokemon. Or like, I got my friend Josh. He said his room has an awkward light switch on the opposite side of the room, so he always enters when it's dark. So I got him this cute little wall thing you put on the wall, and when you walk near it, it like motion activates in the dark. And it was just a cheap like little like $9 gift. He appreciates that. It shows that I paid attention to a conversation that we had together, you know? And you don't have to get anything thoughtful even. You can just like, hey, this guy likes Star Wars? I got you a Star Wars blanket. I'm sure they'll fucking love that. It shows that you were thinking about them, that you were at the store one day, you saw Star Wars and went, you know what? Jimmy the shit penis would really fucking like that. And then you got him their gift. But like, if it's somebody that you know and you just give them a $20 Walmart gift card, it's like, are you supposed to be excited that like your close friend got you a $20 Walmart gift card? Like I'm in between. It depends. It's very dependent. Like, do you know them well or do you not know them well? Because if you know them well, don't just give them money, give them a gift. Anything that shows anything about them. But if you don't know them well, it's respectable to give them anything. So that's my opinion. That's my very fleshed out opinion on this. It's like giving your grandson a couch in your will. Yeah, but I mean, a couch is pretty nice. Okay, I'll be real here. I have a couch that my okay, you know what? This is different. This is different because my great grandmother, who unfortunately passed, she I mean she was really old. She passed in her sleep, but she was a sewer and she literally sewed an entire couch herself. Like she made all the cushions and stuffed them because it was something she was really into. She would always want to like fix up our clothes or whatever when she was alive. And she gave me that couch. It's a whole fucking couch that she made, and I will never get rid of it. Also, it is very comfortable. It's like unironically a very comfortable couch. It's not very big, which is actually good because my living room's not very big either. Actually, you know what? This is gonna fuck up my camera, but here, it's literally just off screen. It's right. There's my couch. That's the one I stream on, the stream couch. My great grandmother fucking made this thing. And it's a very nice couch. And so when she passed and gave me this couch, I was like actually super happy. I fucking love this couch. But I see what you mean if it's just like they just gave you like, give Jimmy the shelf. I don't fucking know. It's like, yeah, I don't know. I get what you mean. I do get what you mean. If I didn't have personal connection to that couch, I would have just been like, yeah, sure. Oh, the music's off. Sorry. Anyways, it just seems tasteless to me. There's no Christmas spirit involved. Christmas is supposed to be more than just a gift exchange. Yeah. Okay, +1 for Yuri. But what about people who don't know me well, or who don't know what to get me? Are they just supposed to ask me what I want? Okay, that's true. +1 for Natsuki. That ruins the surprise too. And at that point, I'd rather just cut out the middleman and just get money as the present. I don't know. It's kind of whatever point. In that case, they should just try to subtly get to know you better, or ask one of your friends. +1. I agree, Yuri. You got 2 so far. We got 2 and 1. Yeah, that's so easy to do. Who cares how easy it is? And what if I flat out just want money as a present because I don't need anything, or because I don't want to save up money for something to get myself? I don't agree with this at all. Getting something. What is the fucking quote that I adore? Oh, it's from Slay the Princess. It's what the Shifting Mound says. She says, presents, I can't remember exactly what she said. Presents are not what you want. Presents are like something that somebody else, like you shouldn't know what a present is. If you ask somebody for something and they give it to you, it's not a present. A present is something that you didn't know that you want, that you were given. It's a gift. Oh no, it's not a present, it's a gift. That's what a gift is. And that's true. If you asked for something and got it, that's a commission, or that's just like fulfilling a job. But like a gift, you don't ask for a gift. You get a gift. Yeah. That's not the point of presents, though. Okay, then what's the point in it, huh? As I said, the point is to show people that you care for them by giving them things that you believe they need or want. But what if I want money? Like, geez, sorry for not being rich enough to not worry about saving up for things. You're being kind of a bitch, Natsuki. I really don't like Natsuki and Blue Skies. It's just not something you do during Christmas. Well, gift giving shouldn't even really be the central part of Christmas. But given that we do emphasize it now in modern times, we should see the process of picking out a present and gifting it to someone as a celebration of all the time you've spent with the recipient. That's a pretty good way to look at it. It shows that you care enough to give them something special. That's what I was saying. Impermanent presents, things that don't last, they're really just quick and easy substitutes for thoughtful, lifelong gifts. Okay, if you hate impermanent presents so much, then I'm guessing you don't like food as presents too? I wouldn't say I hate them. Come on, what's wrong with food? It's a perfectly good gift. I agree, +1. I agree. I mean, I wouldn't mind having some sweets as a gift, but items that can be tied to experiences or are more sentimental in nature and make for much better gifts. Yeah, I mean, if you can think of one. If you can think of one. I would take, okay, so like cash is low. Making food for somebody takes effort and requires time. That's higher. But a gift that actually puts thought into it and like makes commentary on the person is still higher than food though. So yeah, fair enough. Shouldn't gifts be more of a long-term value? If you give someone food, they're just going to eat it within a day and it'll be gone. I don't really agree with that, Yuri. Whereas if you get someone a book or clothes, they'll be able to keep it for far longer. I said earlier, you're kind of biased here. But what makes you think that food can't have any sentiment attached? Yeah. That food can't. It definitely can't.
if you give someone food that you made yourself, there's still a lot of thoughtfulness going into it.
Yeah, +1. I already gave you a point for food. I'm not giving you 2 +1s for that.
Like chocolates, they're a pretty popular gift.
Yes, but not as a Christmas presents. They're typically suited for White Day or Valentine's Day. It can be multiple. And besides, I didn't say anything about them not being sentimental.
Well, you sure seem to be implying it. Who said that gifts absolutely have to last forever?
Yeah, they don't. You said Christmas. Nothing lasts forever. We had to talk about this last night, Yuri. Also, I skipped a message from Hooser. My great-grandpa gave my great-grandpa gave my grandpa all his uniforms and equipment from when he was in the army. And then when my grandpa died, he gave them to me. So I've got a lot of original World War I German equipment. That's fucking kind of badass, actually. Yuri, I was just about to say that long-term thing. On which point again? Well, oh, yeah. I mean, I see what they're coming from, but I think food can be a suitable present if it's thoughtful, or if it was like like if you told somebody that your favorite meal was something, or that you really fucking like brownies, like that. It's situational. It's situational. Oops.
You said Christmas was supposed to be more than a gift exchange, but it seems like you're pretty hung up on the gifts part.
Ugh. Whoa, looks like this might be heating up. Glance over to Monica and Sayori, who shrugged back at me. Should we do something? Although Monica isn't much of a mediator. You know, Natsuki does this thing a lot in the original Doki, which I don't like. She's young, so whatever. But, like, I hate when somebody takes something impersonal and makes it personal. Like, you're having a talk about gifts, but instead of making a proper retort to the talk about gifts or an actual point about gifts, you turn it into a personal attack. Like, for example, talking about food versus an actual gift and why food is a perfectly acceptable gift versus not. That's good shit. That's debate. I love debate. I actually love debate. That's a good point. But then when you just say like,
oh, so you're just saying that you don't care about gifts, being a hypocrite.
it's like, okay, now you're making this a personal attack, Natsuki. Why did you have to turn it into an attack against Yuri? It wasn't necessary. And then Natsuki does that when she's out of points to make. Yeah, and you know, she has an abusive father. So this is just very realistic writing. She probably got it subconsciously from her dad, because whenever Natsuki doesn't clean up her room, her father, like, unlike her own father, wouldn't just go, hey, please clean up your room. I already said this before. No, he probably goes, you're such a fucking lazy piece of shit because you never fucking clean this room. It's like, you turn it into a personal attack when it didn't need to be a personal attack. And so she probably just thinks that, like, oh, well, that makes me feel bad when he controls me with his words. So, like, subconsciously, when she feels attacked, she also feels a need to be like, oh, yeah, well, blah, 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 because she wants to have control of the situation. But that's a fucking terrible way to have control of the situation. That's not a good way to. Not attacking Natsuki. I'm just saying in general, it's not good to do that. Oops. Should we do something? Although Monica isn't much of a mediator. Oh, yeah. We established that. Actually, in the original game, she says that. It's only because you're taking this tradition and eliminating all the emotion involved.
Huh? But all I'm saying is that people have different feelings towards these things. And anyway, aren't you the one imposing your tastes on others? Not everyone wants a book for Christmas.
You're the one who's deriding my opinions. For someone who supposedly cares a lot about people's feelings, you don't seem to care about mine.
What? The only thing I've been saying is that money isn't a bad gift option.
That's not all you've been saying.
And food, too. All this time, I've just been defending my own position.
No, you haven't. You're lying. I have the history, Natsuki. You're literally lying.
Why the heck are you attacking me over this?
I mean, not to point fingers, but you kind of started it. I'm not attacking. I mean, you kind of are, but like, I mean, it's because she started it. It's just that you don't seem to care about Christmas spirit at all. You shouldn't try to take advantage of these traditions for your own selfish reasons. Okay, wait, Yuri, hold on. Where's this coming from? Natsuki goes red with anger, clearly fuming.
Selfish? I'm selfish for having an opinion about what I personally want for Christmas. Do you have any idea? Ugh. So, I can't care about what I get or I'm a bad person.
Okay, someone please butt in. Someone please butt in. This is just getting a little ridiculous now. Like, I understand why Yuri would be annoyed if, like, for example, I don't know how this started, but I'm assuming it sounds like Natsuki said that all she wants for Christmas is money, therefore invalidating Yuri to want to get an actual meaningful gift for someone. Like, oh, just give me fucking money. I don't want a gift. Don't even give me a gift. I just want money. It's like, okay, that's fucking unreasonable. So I understand why Yuri would perhaps take offense to that. I have no idea how this started, but judging by that line, if Natsuki isn't twisting the truth, I mean, I see both sides of their opinion, but now they're just attacking each other. This is no longer a debate. I feel like that someone has to break this up. Look over at Monica and Sayori, who stare back at me, eyes wide. Monica nods her head at them as if to encourage me to break it up. Man, why me? Well, I guess I might be considered the closest to Yuri at this point, but still, don't whine. Either way, I better intervene fast before someone says something they really regret. The way this MC monologues in his head is so comically cheesy. I don't know. Also, who just says, I think Natsuki does that when she's out of points to make. I think I already read that, sorry. Natsuki has a lock of jolly and cheer. Yeah. From what Manikum said, Natsuki said, I wouldn't mind getting cash as a gift. Is that all she said? Yeah, I mean, I think this probably is very two-sided. I'm assuming that Yuri either misinterpreted Natsuki's point as I only want cash as a gift or I will be unhappy with you, which is an unreasonable thing to say since you're not... A gift is not something you ask of somebody. It's something you receive. You can't just ask somebody for a gift. But on the other hand, I don't know. We didn't see the beginning of the argument. But regardless, from what I have seen halfway through, Natsuki's the one being very hostile about it and Yuri is just trying to defend her point. But then Natsuki started calling Yuri names, and then Yuri started calling Natsuki names, and now it's just a fucking mess. Whose side should I pick? Natsuki has pretty much been on the defensive the entire time. That's not true. And she's actually made some pretty good points, yeah. But as much as I'd hate to say it, if I back up Yuri, I'll probably get brownie points. That's such a terrible way to put it, bro. In any case, I better say something fast. So I'll just pick. There's no neutral option? Why? Wait, I thought we're breaking up this. Bro, why is there no neutral option? Why is there not like a, hey. I hate when visual novels do this. I fucking hate when visual novels do this. Like, I hate anything where they just remove nuance from a conversation. Like, bro, I agree with Natsuki's point on this, and I agree with Yuri's point on this. I don't think one of them is right and one of them is wrong. I think they're both right. And I think they both made some mistakes along the way, and they both made some good and bad points. I don't think I'm just like, yeah, Yuri's right. Natsuki, fuck off. Like, I don't know. That's just stupid. I wish I understood more about this conversation. Because Natsuki has been pretty aggressive about her point. And it's just like, I just want money. I don't want any gift. And it's like, okay, I find that kind of annoying. But I agree that cash is perfectly acceptable. Yuri doesn't seem like she's been aggressive. I don't understand why MC said Natsuki seems like she's on the defensive the whole time. I haven't been seeing that. She's just, all Yuri's saying is like, well, I think that a gift should mean this. And I think that, it says more commentary about a person. There's more sentiment to it. It's like, okay, yeah, I agree that. But then Yuri also has said like that food is less sentimental, which it is less sentimental, but it's still perfectly valid. It's complicated. It's not just like a, Yuri, and Natsuki, like, I don't know. Who just said, I'm not the one whose boobs get bigger when MC shows. That's such a terrible. Why did she say that? Why did she say that? I hate people that do that. Like, in the original game, I know she's just immature and it was a funny ass line, but if we're like looking at this from a realistic lens, I fucking hate when people do that. That's so annoying. Just like petty shots because they can't think of anything better to say. It just makes you look like a dick. I hate that they're making me choose this because I really don't know how this started. Why am I even choosing this? Why is there not like a middle option? I don't want to brownie point Yuri, and I don't want to just be like, yeah, Natsuki's right, Yuri, fuck off. I know he's not going to say that, but like, if all right, I'll look at this through a different, more pragmatic lens. I'm not going to pick based on the character. I'm just going to think, or the argument. I'm just going to think, if they're making me pick based off the conversation, which one I side more with, which is cash is perfectly valid of an option in food, and Yuri's option of like, gifts should really just make sentiment. I mean, I'm a little more on Natsuki's side. I've liked food and cash as gifts. I don't think every gift has to be sentimental. But I do agree with Yuri that a sentimental gift is way, way more meaningful and preferred over just like cash or food. So. I can't decide. I feel, is yours gonna get really pissed with me? Ah! Well, you know what? Natsuki's a bitch in blue skies. I'm just gonna pick Yuri. Natsuki! Oh my god, it's the first time he's spoken, right? Oh no, he's spoken like once earlier. My sudden shout startles Natsuki out of her anger for a moment. Wait, where's my what button?
What?
There you go.
What?
I probably should have thought this through more. Bro just yelled. Don't you think you've been a bit harsh on Yuri?
What are you talking about? She's the one who's been invalidating my opinion.
But don't you think she had some good points, though? Yuri smiles gratefully at me as I say this. However, Natsuki's scowl tempers the warmth I feel from Yuri's smile.
At what point are those?
Well, the part about caring, about what you give someone, for one thing. Like she said, the best gifts are the ones that you can keep for years and years because those are the ones that'll carry a ton of memories. Whereas money and food, well, they're one and done types of things. I don't like that he's saying this. Why was there not a middle option? I agree with her side as well. I feel like I don't agree with what he's saying at all, but they turned a nuanced conversation into a black and white yes or no. I fucking hate this. Why did they do this? I mean, wouldn't they turn up my nose? I wouldn't turn up my nose at them, but they're not very memorable, are they? Okay, so we're just attacking Natsuki's opinion now. I kind of hate this. Yes, that's exactly what I was trying to get at. And in my experience, the more thought that gets put into the gift, the better the gift usually is. Money, that doesn't particularly require much thought to give. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, at least buy the recipient a gift card instead of outright giving them money, you know?
Gift cards are so annoying. And I don't go to a lot of places to use gift cards, and there's always little change left over that forces you to spend more.
Yeah, I do agree with that. Unless, like, they know it's, like, somewhere you're going to use it. Then, okay.
And what are the chances that you'll give someone something that they'll cherish forever, huh?
I mean, low, but that's the point in, like, paying attention, I guess.
Aren't those things usually expensive? What if I don't have anything that I really need? How am I supposed to cling to some irrelevant gift forever?
Natsuki, don't you think you're being a little materialistic? Plus, not everyone wants money or food, you know. I think you're looking at Christmas too efficiently. Yes, part of the gift-giving tradition is getting your loved ones presents that you know they'd be able to cherish. Not just crossing off a checklist for everyone you feel obligated to get a present for. You might not think it, but irrelevant gifts could really easily become relevant if the right emotions are put into it.
I never said that everyone should get money and food. I never said any of those things.
Yeah, I am confused where this conversation is. I was like, is she saying that? They're making it sound like she's saying that, but I don't understand what's happening in this conversation. I just joined in the middle of it.
No one. You guys never listen to what I say. All I said was that I like getting those things as presents. But I guess only one view of Christmas is allowed, right? I can't have any of my own opinions, right?
Yeah, I kind of hate that they attacked her opinions on this. Like, that was kind of shitty to do. But like, also, she was not only saying... This is a shitty argument, you know. I mean, it's fitting for teenagers, but like... Natsuki does all the immature things in an argument, which just kind of pissed me off in real life, but like... I only said this! You didn't. You attacked Yuri a few times, and you also said that like you didn't like getting gifts as presents, and you only want money. So that's not even true. That's like kind of not true. You did say more than that, but like, all right, fair enough. I mean, I get what you're saying. Natsuki.
Shut up, Radsmith. You guys.
For a moment, it looks like Natsuki's about to blow up on us, but suddenly, she almost visibly deflates, the anger seeping out of her.
Whatever, forget it. I can't win against you guys if Radsmith is just gonna take his girlfriend's side no matter.
I knew it was gonna come to this. You know, I have to say, I love the Blue Skies route when it focuses on a one-on-one intimate exchange between the characters or the whole group's parties. pretty fucking good. When it comes to the drama, like the cheesy sitcom jealous plot points and the shitty one-sided black and white arguments, I gotta admit, I don't enjoy those parts of Blue Skies very much, so I'm gonna just rush through this. Yuri turns red the moment she hears the word girlfriend.
Even though Yuri's in the wrong.
We're not dating.
Whatever.
She snorts as her gaze pans around the room, landing on each of us just a moment before moving on.
I shouldn't be expecting you guys to understand. Really, I guess it's my fault for thinking that others would think... For thinking that others would think like me. I probably just have things twisted around in my head.
Alright, that no need to be a pouty pants. Natsuki, understand what? Natsuki hesitates for just a second, as if deciding whether to say something.
Nothing.
Hey Natsuki, we never meant for you to think that your opinions weren't legitimate. You know, I kind of hate this character sometimes, because you kind of did. Isn't that right, Yuri? Yes. What? Apologizes if it came off that way. Yeah, I think that they just got too into the argument. That's definitely a thing I've seen happen in the debate club, that's for sure. But I think we can all just agree to disagree, right? I'm in a microwave voice. I admit that I may have been harsh during our argument. So sorry for that. I just feel strongly towards this. So, do you have lots of good memories about the presents you got for Christmas? Yuri smiles gently as she recalls past Christmases. Yes, my parents always chose exactly the right presents for me. I still have every single one of the gifts they gave me. Christmas is one of my favorite holidays for a reason. But to return from that tangent, Monica's right. I believe we're both adamant in our position, so shall we agree to disagree? Sure. The Literature Club is a little toxic in Blue Skies, so I'm not gonna lie. Well, it's not toxic, but like, I don't know. A lot of their conversations just don't rub me the right way. They don't seem very much like considerate or well thought out people in this game, which I would not say about actual Doki. Hey, between money and books of food and clothes, I think I'd probably be the happiest with an anime box set or new video game. Natsuki rolls her eyes and mutters something under her breath that sounds suspiciously like useless. Or how about a new anime figurine, Ratsmith? Huh? Honestly, there are a few cute ones that I've had my eye on. That's not saying I'm just going to do a mint to the girls! What do you mean by new? I don't even have any figurines. I just assumed. I'm almost afraid to ask about your opinions of me as a person. She thinks you're a neat Ratsmith. I'm not even in need. I'm in school right now getting an education. Don't worry, I'm just teasing. I don't actually think there's anything wrong with owning an anime figurine. I sure hope you don't, because I have one of you, Monica, and you, Sayori. Oh boy, here we go. The big reveal. Never mind. God, I often forget how much of a fucking weeb MC is. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I have some weird opinions on MC. So, a lot of people are under the impression that he's a really shitty person in the original game. And I don't agree at all. Like, I really don't agree on that. I think he's dense, stupid, really fucking ignorant and clueless and lazy. But I don't think he was, like, a bad person at all, or even really that much in the wrong. You know, like, a lot of people always say, like, the way that, like, he treated Sayori was really shitty. And, no. I think he was very negligent of Sayori, but it's very reasonable because they're childhood friends, and she herself distanced from him and kept a lot of secrets and kept up a mask that a teenage boy in 2017 would abso-fucking-lutely realistically not understand, and you're completely delusional if you think that they would. So, like, I don't agree that he's a shitty person at all. I really don't agree with that. But I think that, like, he dealt with some things in some really stupid ways, and he was a horny motherfucker who was just always looking for brownie points from the other girls, and was constantly like, oh, this is boring, I'm just here to, like, look at tits. And it's like, okay, that's kind of stupid as fucking annoying in my opinion. But I don't think he was a bad person. He was a teenage boy who Sayori literally dragged him to the club because of cupcakes and then got guilt-tripped into joining when he very publicly said that he didn't want to join. So then he was just trying to go along with it. And mind you, he was only there for 1 week before this shit happened. He barely knew these girls, and he hadn't talked to Sayori in years before the events of the game. So I think people are way too harsh on MC. But I still think he's a dumb shit. He's a dumb motherfucker. But I think he's kind of entertaining in the original game in like a making fun of tropey visual novel protagonist kind of way. I think he's entertaining in that way. But he's just a dopey teenage boy. I mean, what do you want me to say? I like MC, but he thinks with his dick too much. He's severely underutilized in most mods. Yeah, I think the best example of MC is Doki Summertime. Super realistic to a horny teenage boy that represents the weeby, cheesy character from the original game with a lot of nuance and hilarity. Like, they have whole plot points with him. They actually give him like a hidden subliminal arc. He's really fucking funny in Summertime. And his dialogue with the girls is very believable for a teenage boy interacting with a bunch of girls he just met who thinks with his dick in the Doki style, but actually having nuance to it and showing that he cares for them and wanting to get closer to them beyond just fucking. Like, I think that Summertime did it well. This game is a really weird MC that I don't really like that much. I actually think I like Blue Sky's MC less than canonical MC. He's just like this weird, I'm just gonna suck up to all the girls and I'm gonna always take either a neutral stance or I'm just gonna kiss up to whoever I want to side with the most, and I'm gonna make really blunderous, stupid decisions. I think a lot of the criticisms people have of actual MC apply more to Blue Sky's MC than to actual. An actual game, he's pretty blunt most of the time with his feelings on things, and just like upfront about like, yeah, I don't really know about this. I'm just here because I'm here for the ride. Like, okay, fine. You're being honest. That's respectable enough. Don't try to lie and fake. This MC is more fake. He's more like, oh, well, I want to sound good, so I can't admit that. I'm going to have to, like, find a way around saying the truth. Or like in the fucking Sayori route, he was so frustrating. That time he blew up at Sayori over her not wanting to go, while a little justified, was just, like, ridiculous. And also the whole, like, oh, well, Sayori's jealous because I've been talking to Yuri, but instead of, like, explaining what's going on, I'm just going to avoid the truth and cause more drama by being a fucking idiot. Really annoying. Very, very annoying. I think he's been pretty good in the Yuri route. I really wish that he had more nuance with this argument they just had with Natsuki. And I felt the same way in some other scenarios. But, like, the arguments are handled so fucking terribly in this game, I have to admit. Like, that's one of the worst parts of Blue Skies. The drama is horrible. Like, stick to the romance and the slice of life and the parties. Because Blue Skies, you do it very well. It's very heartwarming. The drama in this game is awful. It's like American 2005 sitcom level drama, and it's so fucking awful. It's not done well. I don't understand how Blue Sky's MC got to smash anyone in this game. I agree. Bro has no riz. Bro does not stand up for himself, and he just kind of acts like an idiot half the time. Like, there is a couple sweet moments he has once they're already kind of in the relationship, but Blue Sky's MC is like, yeah. I don't really know what to say about it. I like his interactions with his mom. He seems like a nice enough kid, but bro has no riz. And you don't need riz to be in a relationship. You just gotta be a good guy. And I mean, he's a decent guy, but like, I don't know. I would take actual MC over this guy if I'm being completely real with you. But I find him decently entertaining in an ironic sense. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but I'll take it. Anyways, wow. Blue Skies is the #1 stream this year to get derailed on. What were we talking about? I don't think there's anything wrong with owning an anime figurine. After all, some of them are pretty cute. Yeah, they are. Do you have any Natsuki? I know you like anime, so...
Nah, too expensive.
Yeah, at this time, for sure.
I'd rather work on my manga collection than start a figurine.
Very respectable. I think I would too, actually. That's a pretty wise decision. It's hard enough just working on collecting one thing. So you collect things... Oh, so you collect things too, Yuri? Yes. Just a few things. Sorry. I'm guessing books are just one of those things, right? Yuri nods in affirmation. Her cheeks are red for some reason. Okay, everyone. Now that that's over, since everyone is here now, how about we get on with the Secret Santa? Sure thing. My apologies. I didn't realize everyone was waiting for us to finish.
Yeah, alright.
Monica steps forward with a classic red and white Santa hat. There's a faint rustling of paper from within. Well, guys, don't be shy. Wait, what did it say? She has a Santa hat. Collecting things. Cue sworded knife sound effects. Yeah, I'm just imagining the fucking weeaboo pictures from like the 2010s that were like in the Filthy Frank videos. Take a name out of the hat, and whoever you get is who you have to buy a gift for. You know, what was it? There was one year. I think it was in I did a Secret Santa one year. At my job when I worked at Bob Evans. I don't remember what I got. You know, that was so fucking many years ago. I actually can't. I thought this was gonna be a fun little side tangent story, but I actually don't remember what I got. It was like someone I didn't know that well, but I did one at the bank as well. But I really just kind of got like generic gifts, so I just got like I don't know. I don't actually remember what I got. I think I got like a chocolate or something, but. It's really awkward at work when you don't know the other people that well or you don't talk to them. And it's like with the Secret Santa, when you pick a hat, you don't know who you're gonna get. So like, it's so awkward because like if I got someone I talk to frequently, I could have got something more noteworthy. There's a few coworkers where I like totally could have gotten something often, but like I remember I just got like, it was like an older lady that I worked with and she was nice, but I didn't really know her that well. So I didn't know what the fuck to get her. It was so awkward. Oh well. It was still cute, but it was very awkward. I'll go first. Her hand disappears into the hat for a moment. She withdraws it after taking a look at the name on the piece of paper. She slips it into her pocket. Who wants to go next? I'm surprised you didn't ask her. Who's she got, Sayori? Hey, I know how a Secret Santa works. Thank you. I laugh as she pouts and sticks her hand in the hat. Much like Monica, she also slips the paper into her pocket. Both Natsuki and Yuri follow suit, leaving me last. Look at the way Yuri's looking at me, bro. Like, Natsuki's like, eh. Monica's like, oh, this is cute. Sayori's like, I'm vibing, I guess. And Yuri's like, hey, Rat Smooth. Why is she looking at me like that? Like, why is she actually looking at me like that? I did Secret Santa in band in high school. A girl I knew kind of got me a box of 120 of those mini Slim Jims. Oh my god, that's fucking awesome, dude. If a girl in high school gave me 120 Slim Jims, I might fuck right there on the spot. Nah, I'm kidding, that's a joke. I would not, but that's pretty fucking awesome, bro. And I got Yuri. Shocker. I forgot. In Sayori's route, did he get Sayori? I feel like that makes sense. I don't remember though. No. He got Monica, right? Right? I remember him going to the store with Yuri and Sayori, and they went to like a record shop. I think he got Monica. I could be wrong. I actually don't remember. I look over at her, but she's sporting a remarkably good poker face. In fact, everyone is. So it's impossible to even guess who their recipients are. Well, that's about that. This should be interesting. Why, hang on. Where are we going to meet? We hadn't got around to sorting that. Maybe we could have a Christmas party at someone's house?
Can't do it at my house, sorry.
Me neither. My parents wouldn't approve. I wouldn't mind doing it at mine. Neither of my parents are home, so it's pretty much an empty house. You guys okay with the Christmas party around mine then? There's a general murmur of agreement.
Wait, what about food?
That's a good question. To be honest, I reckon I could have a stab at trying to cook some food for us. Maybe some teriyaki, something like that.
You? Make food for us?
Yeah, what's wrong for that? I didn't know you could cook, Radsmith. Me neither. Oh, what is that face? She looks so shocked. Monica's like, he can cook? Anyways, me neither. That is a weird Monica expression, but I fucking love it. You always used to be... Hold on, let me snip this. I need to snip this face. This might need to be an emote, guys. This is like emote worthy. I might have to like use this for something. I've been wanting to make a new Twitch emotes and some new server emotes. Let me paste this to myself. That's fucking beautiful. That's fucking beautiful. Oh, man. I feel like this has to go in the thumbnail. Hold on. This needs to go in the thumbnail. I'm going to snip her whole body here. That's a fucking peak expression there. Anyways, moving on here.
That doesn't really fill me with confidence.
Hi! Don't underestimate Ratsmith, everyone. I've tried his cooking before, and he's definitely a fast learner.
Wait, what? When was this?
All three girls turn to look curiously at Yuri, which typically prompts a flustered expression. She came over to my place a few times. In fact, she's the one who taught me the basics. Where Ratsmith learned to cook is beside the point, though. More importantly, I feel like it's a bit much to ask Ratsmith to both host the party and cook the food.
That's...
Oh, I thought it was Natsuki for some reason. That's true. It's a lot to put on his shoulders.
I think he can handle it.
It's fine, guys. It's not like I have much to do. I don't have much to do. Sorry. It's not like I have to do much to host it, right? And I wanted to test out my cooking skills anyway. Well, if you're sure... Oh my god, I'm getting all the voices wrong. Well, if you're sure, then thanks for having us. It should be a lot of fun, guys. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, me too. I haven't had Christmas party in ages.
Your cooking better be up to snuff, Ratsmith.
Jeez, no pressure then. Give him... Oh my god, why do I keep doing Sayori? Give him a chance, Natsuki. Anyway, now that's our part. Now that I can't speak today. Now that our party has been sorted, why don't we share some poems? My god, switching between the four characters in Blue Skies with the British voices throw me the fuck off. Oh my goodness gracious. That really threw me off. Whew. Are we already at the Christmas party? No, they're gonna be shopping. They're gonna be shopping. Oh, you know what? In the Sayori route, we did do Sayori. We got her some kind of like framed gift of us as a child. I remember this now. Today is the day I'll be spending with Natsuki of all people. Really? Oh, this is gonna be fucking awkward, man. Oh, and we just like... You know what? She actually took the argument very well. It was really immature on both ends. Actually, on Yuri and Natsuki and our end, it was handled super immaturely. But whatever, the teenagers, whatever. Today's the day I'll be spending with Natsuki of all people. I was pretty surprised when she texted me last night, asking if she could go Secret Santa shopping with me. Seeing as how Blue Skies has been going, that is very surprising. I'm shocked we're not going with Monica or Sayori. We have been, like, low-key kind of hostile towards her a few times. Not hostile, but we've not exactly been that nice to Natsuki. I mean, I guess we went out to the coffee shop, but that was mostly because of Sayori, not really Natsuki yet. Whatever. That's what we're doing, I guess. That's surprising. Turns out that her Santa is Sayori. Ah, okay. So I guess Natsuki figured I'd be the best option to shop with. I was hoping to spend the day with Sayori. Yeah, that's kind of what I was hoping for. But I didn't want to see what Natsuki would be like if I rejected her. So, then again, I suppose Natsuki's blunt nature would help me pick out a decent present for Yuri. It's fair. There are quite a few people here, but I'm able to spot Natsuki's distinctive pink hair quite easily. She spots me and makes her way over. Oh, wait, so she actually has a Christmas outfit? Why is it that in Blue Skies we never saw this outfit in the Sayori route? I was so confused. She was wearing like a fucking tank top most of the time in the winter. It was so weird. Hold on, this is too adorable. I had to snip this one. That's a good outfit. I love this CG. Yeah, this is fucking great. I would low-key make this a wallpaper if this was on Wallpaper Engine. Just like this looping snow and Natsuki in this adorable little coat here. I need to show my wife this outfit. She'll love this. Here, I'll post it in General Hooser. I snipped it pretty good. There you go.
Ready to go?
Ready when you all lead the way.
So, seeing as they always the best friend, any ideas when I should go get her?
Sorry, I love doing the Hatsuki voice, but sometimes I crack up a little bit. Truth be told, not really. I'm not the best when it comes to Christmas presents.
Really? You don't know?
Nah, sorry. Wow, way to be blunt. Anyways, let's just look around at a few stores and see what we find. I mean, we're not in any rush, right?
Yeah, I guess.
We proceed down the street, keeping our eyes peeled for any suitable shops. All the while, snow softly falls onto our heads as lots of other Christmas shoppers bustle around.
Wait! This one could work!
I peer up at the shop entrance. It's a clothes shop. Pretty solid place to start.
Although I don't really know what a fashion sense is like.
I mean, you could just play it safe and get her a new bow. She's had a lot of red ones for as long as I can remember, so she might appreciate a new color.
Yeah, but let's have this discussion inside, because I'm freezing!
Sure thing. Yeah, she's fucking skinny as shit. She's probably always cold. We make our way to a section selling hair bows. Man, I didn't even know such demand for bows existed. So many different colors, shop design. This is such a fucking 2010s, 2000s tier image, and it's fucking beautiful. I am a sucker for visual novel CGs for some reason. I don't know why. I just love them. What do you think of this one? She holds up a bright pink one. I can't help but feel like the choice was influenced by her own taste rather than what Sayori would like. It's okay, I guess. She narrows her eyes at me, clearly expecting a more positive response. Here, look at this one. It looks like it would really bring out Sayori's eyes, don't you think?
Nah, I guess it can work. It just needs something else, though. At the moment, it's just kind of plain.
I almost bring up how the pink bow she just showed me was also plain, but decided against it at the last moment. Something else?
Yeah.
She takes the bow from my hands and looks it over for a moment.
You know, you can get some sort of design on it.
You can? She rolls her eyes.
Boys, yes, dummy, you can. Like an embroidery.
Oh, that's a good idea. Why didn't I think of that? She shrugs her shoulders.
Beats me. You're her best friend.
Well, how about something from one of her poems? Like, I pause, trying to recall any salient phrases from one of Sayori's poems. Was our festival recital really 3 months ago? Holy shit, it was? Oh yeah, I guess it is. Happy thoughts seems to sum her up nicely.
I knew I'd find a use for you eventually.
No way. Is this a compliment from you detecting? That was a backhanded compliment, but it was.
Shut up.
I chuckle. Progress is progress.
Anyway, now that we have Sayori sorted, what are you gonna get for Yuri? No, wait. Let me guess. A book?
No, actually.
Huh? Weird. I thought that'd be the obvious choice.
Yeah, it is. That's precisely why I want to avoid it, you know? I've never been the greatest when it comes to picking out gifts, but I really want to make a special effort for Yuri.
I don't really get why, but whatever, I guess.
Wow, she's really the romantic type, guys.
Anyway, so if you're not gonna get her a book, then what?
I think back to the time. You know, this voice fits Natsuki's dialogue so well, I could just never fucking go back. Like, this has to stay. Her voice went through a few changes over the years, but Hutsuki is like permanent now. I think back at the time we spent with Yuri, think Reds would think. Try something outside the box.
It's weird seeing you think so hard. I didn't even know you're capable of it, you fucking moron.
I pull an unimpressed face. It's almost Christmas, Natsuki. Would it really kill you to show some festive niceness?
It would.
I roll my eyes and mutter under my breath. Typical.
Well, if you don't want to get her a book, you're kind of stumped. All she likes are books and tea.
Wow. That's it.
Eh?
A teapot. Man, how did I not think of that?
Because you're a fucking moron.
She took a picture of it and said it's her new winter outfit if she could find the jacket. Beautiful. Beautiful. You're rightfully in the Natsuki style. I mean, to be fair, that is a pretty fucking nice outfit, actually. That's a real nice looking coat.
All she likes is books, tea, and MC.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like a fucking... Honestly, if Blue Skies was less PG, I have a feeling that she would have said that. But just a little more PG.
Come on.
Oh, whoops. I saw the face and thought it was her. Come on, I know, just the shot.
Okay, jeez.
Oh, what is this place? As we enter the China shop, the visual overload hits like a truck. This is a nice looking shop. I love the vibe here, man. A huge variety of ornaments ranging in color, design, size, and price. Where do I begin? Wow!
We're gonna be here for a while, aren't we?
Sorry, I just want to make sure I get a good present for her. I didn't realize China shops had this much to choose from.
It's sweet that you're making this much effort for Yuri.
Really? I awkwardly scratched the back of my neck. You think? Jealous, Natsuki?
Anyway, what do you think of this one?
I study the teapot she holds in her hands. It's fairly small, but sports an intricate pattern complete with flying doves. Artistic, to say the least. Not a bad choice, actually. How much is it? She lifts up the teapot, allowing me to read the sticker on the bottom.
Jeez, do they think we're made of money?
Nah, that's too much. A shame, though. It's really nice. She sets it back on the shelf. I stare at it wistfully as I pass by. What's your budget? I dig through my pockets and pull out my wallet. Mom left me a lot of money last time I saw her. A time that feels like such a long time ago. The absolute limit, like 4,000 yen. Suki's eyes widen for a moment, but she doesn't say anything. We've been browsing the shop for about 15 minutes. For the most part, it's been fairly quiet. Every so often, we call out to each other, trying to get an opinion. How much did they say pass by? 15 minutes. I guess that's not bad. Every so often, we call out to each other, trying to get an opinion on a potential choice. Although I'm not used to Natsuki's presence, I'd be lying if I said this was unenjoyable. That's a weird way to put it. My gaze eventually settles on a tempting-looking dark blue and white teapot. It's not too dissimilar from the first one Natsuki picked out. Both teapots sport artistic patterns, although this one lacks the dove motif. The darkness of the blue reminds me of Yuri's hair and eyes. It contrasts nicely against the white. Hi, Natsuki. Yeah? Come here for a sec. What do you think of this one? She pauses for a moment, studying the object in my hands.
Not my kind of color scheme, but I guess I could see Yuri liking this.
Fine China's way too expensive. I wouldn't know because I own the cheapest fucking, like, China ever. 4,000 yen is 25 US dollars. Oh, that's really cheap, actually. For a Christmas gift for a high school student, that's pretty decent. That's like, yeah, that's pretty decent for that. I mean, to be fair, when I buy gifts for people, I actually try to spend less than $10 or $10. If I'm going over, it's because I see a gift that's irresistible, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I gotta get it. I just gotta do it. But my max is $20. I don't spend more than $20 a person, mostly because I have a big family and a lot of friends. Like last Christmas, I did not spend more than $100 on everybody's gifts combined last year. But I was getting gifts for like almost 20 people, so I was trying to like really restrain myself on how much I spend. But everybody was pretty happy with my gifts, if I do say so myself. My tea set I bought was $250. God damn. I'm a cheapskate, so that's shocking to me. Me personally, actually, I haven't bought glasses in a while. I've bought some coffee cups that were pretty decent, because I drink a lot of coffee. I don't drink tea. So I don't have a tea set. I have no idea what's typical for that. Maybe tea sets are usually expensive. I actually don't know. I got a Keurig and a coffee machine. I drink my hot apple cider. And these are my great-grandma's. These were a gift from her. My great-grandfather was so salty when she gave me this. I remember one time he forgot that she gave them to me. And he was like, what happened to all the good coffee cups? Man, she gave them away to somebody. I wish we still had it. I was like, yeah, that was me. I got him. She always said I was her favorite grandson. And she told me she jokingly said that to all of them. But I was truly hurt. Now, she might have said that to all of them. But honestly, I always visited my great-grandma Koth. And definitely way more than any of my other grandchildren. And yeah, I think she kind of actually, we vibed way more than the other ones. Because all my other relatives are relatively simple and American, you know, like do a couple sports, wrestle, and the generic shit, nicotine, just like American, generic. But me and my grandmother were a little more artistic. She was in choir and she made a lot of things. So I think we just vibed a lot more. And she was a little more deep thinking. Had a lot of great conversations with that woman when she was alive. I was her pallbearer as well. Wonderful woman. Just thought I'd brag for a second about my great grandma. Anyways.
Now I'm not gonna go see back and see Yuri. Look at this. The shape's pretty cool though.
I've never seen a spiral shape on a teapot before, let alone a teapot that actually looks good. I hope to God this isn't too expensive. $38.50. Cutting it fine. Yeah, this one will do nicely.
Alright, come on, let's pay and get a move on then.
Wow, there's so many new CGs. Bags in hand, we step back out into the mall. I'm feeling pretty good about myself. I really think Yuri will enjoy the gift. This is a great CG. It actually reminds me of, you know, I think the reason why I like visual novel CGs is for 3 reasons. There really is reasons. One is very simple. I like visual novels. I've always loved the style of visual novels. I'm going to be making my own visual novel. So that's one reason. Reason number 2, I love specifically this era because I am obsessed with liminal spaces. I watch videos of them all the time. I base most of my art off of liminal or in surreal place. I'm into absurdism and surrealism, so I just like things that like feel dreamlike and cozy, but also discomforting. I like yin and yang things where like it can be funny and terrifying. It can be cute and unnerving. Like I love things like that, and that like this kind of falls in that category where like it's empty and undetailed and very simple, which gives it like a very liminal, dreamlike feel, but it's kind of cozy, is it not? Like it's like heartwarming, but almost kind of melancholic, you know? Who's just, I think my great grandpa would have liked me. We've got pretty much the same views on 19th century politics and other such things. Did you never get to meet him, or were you just too young? Because my well, all of my family had children when they were very young, and they all were athletes and like super fucking smart people. They lived very long, so thankfully I was able to meet all of them. And my great grandmother and great grandfather both lived until they were like 95, so they lived quite a while. And my great grandpa was a fucking hustler, bro. He was 90 and he was still mowing his lawn and playing softball and helping with like construction projects, even though he was fucking 95. I was like, dude, holy shit, he was a trooper. But he was also in World War II and did so many sports and worked like 40 jobs between plumbing and landscaping, construction, and like he did so much shit. So I guess he was just really athletic. He was German, funnily enough. He was actually a German who moved to America and fought for the Americans, even though he was German. He died before I was born in 1989. Oh. He lived to 102, though. Wow. So he was real old. So your parents must have all had children when they were older, which is smart, of course. Which is smart. It's a shame, though. I feel blessed to have met my great-grandparents, and I'm blessed that they both died of just dying in their sleep and not anything terrible. So I'm sure they lived a great life. I'm sure they don't regret anything. I sure hope so. They're fucking wonderful people. Really. My current grandparents are also wonderful people. I saw them today briefly. Bags in hand, we step out back into the mall. I'm feeling pretty good about myself. I really think Yuri will enjoy the gift.
Hey, Radsmith.
Why this sound music?
Not like it was a big deal or anything, but...
She looks down at the floor, fiddling with her coat. And I wait patiently.
Thanks for helping me get along with Yuri back in October.
Shit. I don't remember what she's talking about. Thanks for helping me get along with Yuri back in October. What happened in October? That's past the festival. That was before Halloween. It wasn't during the party. I don't know. It would have been something before. What happened? Was it like their argument with the Popes? No, that was earlier in the game before the festival. What is she? I don't know what she's talking about. I have completely forgot what she's talking about. What is she referring to? I'm trying to jog my memory here. Oh. I don't remember. I actually don't remember. If my grandpa was able to serve in World War II, he would have. He said he could never bring himself to shoot his own countrymen. Yeah, I mean, that's fair enough. That's definitely fair enough. Well, from what I understand, my great-grandpa, his family was German. I have no idea if he was born in Germany or not. His family was full German from Germany. I know he moved to America. I don't know if he was alive when he moved to America or if he was very young. I just know that he was German, moved to America before the war, and then fought the Nazis. I don't remember what he did. Oh, yeah, he said that he was here during Pearl Harbor. He wasn't at Pearl Harbor, but he was there like the day after Pearl Harbor. Something about cleanup and investigation. He was telling me stories about how fucking awful it was. And he said it like made him want to do the war. Like seeing how fucking terrible it was. I don't remember what he did in the war. I think he was a medic though, if I'm not mistaken. I know my actual grandpa was a medic in Vietnam. He's told me so many stories about it. And he, surprisingly, was not very traumatized by it because my grandpa's always been obsessed with horror movies since he was young. And he still is. He actually watches them with his old buddies all the time. But he also was a doctor for his entire life. And he is not at all queasy. He was just like casually telling me stories about like, yeah, they'd send me people all shot up with bullets and dying. And their faces would be messed up. And I'd just cut them open and pull the bullets out and patch them up and stuff. And you just hear the bombshells going off at night. I slept in a big shed, you know. And that's just how it was back then. Like, he doesn't seem very bothered by it, which is kind of surprising. Anyways. What you mean?
You don't remember?
No, I don't. About what in particular?
It's when you asked Yuri to invite me to dinner with her.
Oh, okay, I do remember now. Oh, that.
Yeah, it helped me put things into perspective, you know. And, well, you can probably see it, but we're getting along a bit better now.
I'm glad to hear that, Natsuki. I know Yuri probably appreciates it a lot. Well, as do all of us.
Don't get me wrong. She can still kind of act like she's on her high horse, and it's a bit hard to understand her sometimes, like our Christmas gift argument. But these past few months have helped me realize that she's still my friend, and I don't know if we'd be as close if you didn't say or do anything.
Wait, hang on. How did you know that I suggested to Yuri that she should invite you to dinner? Natsuki stares at me for a moment. Incredulity. Incredulity? How the fuck do you pronounce it? Incredulity? I have a feeling I know what this means, but what the fuck does this mean? Based on what I know about the English language, I'm pretty good with. I can assume I know, but let me make sure. Feeling of being unable or unwilling to believe something. That's about what I expect. Okay. I thought something slightly different, but that's about what I expected. All right. Interesting. New word. Discovered. My grandma served in Vietnam as well. He didn't mind it either due to him knowing his dad had it a lot worse. Hey, fair enough, I guess, man. Fair enough. Yeah, I know a lot of people that fucking hated Vietnam, which makes sense. It was a horrible war. But, I guess that's how it was back then. Natsuki stares at me for a moment, incredulity written all over her face.
It was pretty obvious. I mean, you literally went ahead and whispered into her ear right before she asked me.
I love Natsuki's bluntness sometimes, man. She's kind of funny. I feel my cheeks redden. Was I really that obvious? Whoops. Oh, I see. There's an awkward pause. Well, I'm glad things are working out between you two.
Yeah. Oh, crap, it's getting late. I really need to get going. Dad is gonna go crazy.
Fair enough. Should probably get a move on as well. See you later.
Okay, see ya.
With a small wave, she heads off. I also take my leave. Together went better than I thought it would, so I'm in high spirits. Nice. Nice. That was very nice. I have no idea how close we are to the end. Like, I cannot tell. There might be a lot to go, or we might be close. Christmas Day is upon us. It feels strange being alone in the house on such a day. Normally, my parents would wake me up, and we'd all head downstairs for breakfast. Oh, it's Christmas Day already. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm okay with continuing, but I really need to pee right now. Like, I can't continue. Plus, you could tell them how bad I need to go. He needs to go very badly. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna put up the BRB screen. I'm way too lazy to edit this out. VOD watchers, just skip till the screen is over on the YouTube. Okay, be right back. Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs. Sorry. That was my decision on how to return, I suppose. I love this Christmas remix. This is going in I have a Christmas playlist of like cozy songs to play around wintertime. It's not necessarily Christmas theme, it's more so just general wintertime theme, but this is absolutely going in the playlist for sure. Alright. Let's go! Finally, Christmas Day is upon us. It feels strange being woken up alone on such a day. And we are sorry. But today isn't a day to lament on how they aren't here. All 4 girls are coming over. And given how much fun I had on Halloween, I'm confident today will be just as enjoyable. They won't be over for a while. So, I've got a lot of stuff. I've got to get a lot of stuff prepared, so let's hop to it. After finishing my morning routine, I find myself standing in front of the sink, idly contemplating what to cook for everyone. Fast food is an option, but that lacks the Christmas touch, so I decide to rifle through the cabinets, hoping that I can throw something tasty together. But I'm still nowhere near Yuri's level. But if I keep a level head and focus on what I'm preparing, I should be okay. Yeah, I've got time. Once I decide on a dish, I hunt for the relevant ingredients. Yeah, looks like I got everything. That's the salmon and seasoning sorted. Bowl check, pan check. Let's give this a whirl. Okay, now put the plastic wrap on top of this. It's open, come on in. Who's here first? Is it Yumbo? Is it Yuri Yumbo Yapatron 3000? Looking back, I censor French ironically, but my great-grandpa hated, and I mean hated the French due to hell on earth that was the Battle of Verdun. I am pretty ignorant with World War I. I know generally how that went, but yeah. Also, French people are kind of bastards in general. Let's be real here. Sorry to come on out, but I'm in the middle of preparing this dish and I'm super fiddly. Monica! Okay, sorry about that, chat. I wasn't expecting Monica. I felt like I unironically felt like a electric jolt of happiness jolt through my system the moment she appeared on screen. I just hope you know that I have problems. That's okay, Ratsmith. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too, Monica. She sniffs the air. Smells promising so far. I chuckle. So far being the operative words there. I'm sure you'll be fine. What kinds of dishes can you make? I just realized, on Sayori's route, she stayed the night with us before Christmas, I believe, and then we woke up and she was like smooching me on the floor before the girls showed up, so this is very different. I'm sure you'll be fine. What kinds of dishes can you make? Teriyaki salmon, which is pretty much what I made today, along with veggie stir fry, also dumplings, all fucking fantastic options, by the way, holy shit. Not together, of course. Obviously. Would you mind getting that? She obliges and heads to the front door. 2 pairs of footsteps make their way towards the kitchen, and a familiar red bow suddenly appears in the doorway. Hey guys, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too, Sayori. Whew. Well, that's this portion of food sorted. Now, to put the salmon and some stir fry into this container so I'm free to concentrate on the next batch of food. If this tastes as good as it smells, I think we'll all be in for a real treat. I'm pretty glad you think so. Sorry that this isn't particularly Christmassy. So this is what you're making, huh? Natsuki, when did you get here? I didn't hear the doorbell ring. Someone left it open. Oops, sorry. Typical. Much like Monica, Natsuki also pauses to sniff the air. Not bad, not bad. You've got a long way to go till you're on my level now. We'll see. Well, make sure you don't screw it up. I'll do my best. The doorbell rings and both Sayori and Natsuki slink out of the room to answer it. That must be Yuri. And that's everything done. Time to make it out to the living room. Oh, look at this CG. This is fucking wild. I have this saved on my computer already. I low-key make this my wallpaper now. This year, this is going to be my wallpaper. All right? It's fucking beautiful. Imagine it smells great but tastes terrible. That would be really funny, actually, if all the girls were like, yeah, real good cooking, yeah. And Natsuki's like, what the fuck you talking about, you fucking moron? This shit's fucking awful! Hi, Yuri! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas to you, too. I forgot about this outfit. That's a fucking nice outfit. She glances over at the dishes I've just carried over to the table. My, it seems like your cooking skills have improved quite a bit. Ah, I have you to thank for that. Although I was tempted to get some takeaway, I'm glad I took a chance and tried to cook a Christmas meal. Either way, thanks for teaching me. I didn't even dream about making this sort of stuff before I met you. Oh, no, you're just a quick learner, that's all. If you say so. Anyway, everything's ready, so... Right on cue, the other girls wander over. Okay, everyone, let's begin the table together. I'm sure you're all as eager to dig in as I am. Yep. Uh-huh. That makes 4 of us. Well, here's the moment of truth. Dig in, guys. There's plenty to spare, too. I wait with slight anticipation as the girls start serving themselves. This is the first time I've made food for multiple people, so I've got absolutely no idea what to expect the reaction to be. Ratsmith? Yeah? Please don't tell me I messed it up. She swallows loudly and grins at me. This is really good. I'm not big on fish, but the salmon is so tasty. Yeah, she's right, Ratsmith. I'm pleasantly surprised. I didn't peg you as a chef when you first joined. I guess you did all right. Yeah. Well, she says that, but she's practically inhaling her food. So far, 3 out of 4. But the one I'm most anxious to hear from, Yuri. Her eyes are closed. and she's slowly chewing her food. We all turn towards her. Upon realizing this, she goes bright red and turns away. Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot! This is excellent. Eating here like this reminds me of past Christmases that I spent with my family. Yeah, I know how you feel. This is the first Christmas I've spent without either of my parents. So I'm really glad that you guys are all here. I'd be really lonely otherwise. Well, that's what we're here for, Ratsmith. I love it when we all meet up after school. We always have so much fun.
Yeah, Halloween was really fun. It was hilarious seeing how much of a chicken Sayori and Ratsmith are.
Hi! I'm still convinced that I heard footsteps in that creepy voice. Who knows? Maybe that Shinto spirit is still roaming that classroom, looking for its next unlucky victims. Monica! It's Christmas, not Halloween. Can we not talk about that sort of stuff here? Sorry, Sayori. Monica appearing first, of course. Typical cock block. And I love her more for it. Power to the Monica. Now, Yuri was fucking late. So, Ratsmith, when did you learn how to cook? You said Yuri helped you, right? Yeah. Yeah, she taught me the basic stuff a few months ago, and the rest of it has just been practiced through trial and error. Given how I was able to pick it up, maybe you should ask her for advice as well, Sayori. She looks so offended. If I remember correctly, aren't you still a junk food connoisseur? Hey, so are you. Can't deny that, but still. I'd be happy to teach you how to cook some basic meals, Sayori. Yeah, maybe. So as long as we have spare fire extinguisher and I'm around, we should be fine. Hey! Everyone laughs. Well, everyone except Sayori, who sports a petulant-looking pout. Hi, you know I'm just messing, Sayori. I reach out and affectionately tussle her hair. After a few more minutes, everyone finishes eating their food. Looks like it's time for the main event. Anyway, guys, now that everyone's eaten, we can move on to the part you've all been waiting for. A group orgy? Okay, that's not what she said. Who made you a game show host? I like it. Makes the day exciting. You're referring to the presents, I assume. You bet I am. Hang on, Ratsmith. Would you like some help putting the dishes away? Nah, it's fine. I'll get them later. Are you sure? Mark, I think it might be like me. I fucking hate dirty dishes lying around. I'm the type, I'm like the server type on a party. When people are done eating, I run around the whole fucking area collecting all the cups and dishes. I can't stand dirty dishes lying around. It really bothers me. It's no bother. Positive. Come on, guys. This should be a lot of fun. After briefly heading upstairs to grab Yuri's present, I speed back downstairs and straight into the living room. It looks like everyone else is already here. Okay, guys, everyone's here, so let's begin. Oh, I'm so excited to see what everyone got each other. I wish we were having a group orgy, bruh. So, wrong voice. So who's going first? You fucking morons! Annabelle! Sayori pulls out a package and hands it towards Monica. Ah, from our very own vice president. Let's see what you got me. A smile illuminates her features as she unwraps the present. Inside lies a smart-looking diary combined with a stylish-looking pen. You're always writing stuff down and organizing things, so I thought this would be really useful. Do you like it? Of course I do, Sayori. Thank you, this is really thoughtful. The two girls share a wide smile as they embrace. Well, they are off to a wholesome start. I don't know if you knew, but my last planner is pretty much full, so your timing couldn't be any better. Thank you once again. You're welcome. I suppose it's my turn now. So here you are, Natsuki. She hands a small wrapped box over to the small pink-haired girl. With a look of anticipation and surprise on her face, Natsuki moves the box to the table.
Jeez, this is pretty fucking heavy, you fucking moron. What is it?
That would be telling, wouldn't it? Open it and find out. Natsuki hastily obliges. The look on her face goes from anticipation to shock. For a moment there, she just sits there, staring at the newly unwrapped gift. From what I can tell, it's a mixer. The kind used for baking.
This looks super expensive.
Her voice has dropped to a whisper. Don't mention it. You mentioned a while back that your old one broke, so it seemed like something that would be useful.
But this one in particular is like the newest model.
Oh, she knows what it is.
So how could you afford, I mean, it's really expensive, so.
Like I said, don't worry about it. It wasn't an issue in the slightest. Although the next time we have a club meeting, I'm expecting a ton of cupcakes. Monica winks at her.
Jesus, thank you, Monica.
I think this is the softest I've ever heard Natsuki's voice.
There should be a piece of cake with this mixer, so I can definitely make loads for everyone.
That's what I want to hear.
Anyway, this is for you, Sayori.
This is so heartwarming. My heart is like fluttering. Oh shit, Monica rich? I think a lot of people assume that she is. Which makes sense given her personality and her attentiveness and her general like capabilities. The fact that she was like president or at least like important in 2 clubs and she's like super diligent and has this like very strong posture and way of going about herself and dictating her actions kind of makes me think that she was like raised with like, there's no way you'd be that way unless you fall into 2 categories. One, being the not likely option that, you know, you started from the bottom and you really had like this like anime level like motivation to like get somewhere big in the world. So you started running little events and charities and like you just have to like learn how to dictate yourself so you can move up. That is one way. Very less common, but that is one way. The other more common way is that you grew up with a family with high expectations who always either sort of groomed or trained you to be a certain way. So you probably had a family that was like constantly like, put your fork on the right side of the table, make sure you smile to the guests, like that type of shit. I'm assuming that's like likely what Monica's childhood was like, and a lot of people seem to agree. That's just like basic psychology. You don't get a child like Monica unless you like really raised her to be a proper person, because she is a pretty remarkable human, and all credits given. Regardless of parenting, it's difficult to be a person like Monica. It is. As someone who had a mother that definitely was not wealthy, but was very high expectation when I was younger, which I appreciate her for, because it raised me to be a more proper gentleman, I think. I appreciate it. It is, I'm sure everyone listening knows, it is not easy to put yourself out there and try to host huge events while managing things like college and a job and all these other things. Like, that's fucking difficult, bro. That is fucking difficult. Especially for someone her age. Props to the Monica, you know? The Monica. The only. The one and only. All other Monicas, fuck you guys. I'm kidding. That's a joke. I'm just kidding. That's a joke.
Anyway, this is for you, Sayori.
She reaches behind her and pulls out a small wrapped box next to Yuri's. I'm looking forward to seeing Sayori's reaction the most. Sayori's eyes light up as she takes the box from Natsuki's hand. Her excitability for receiving presents hasn't changed at all since she was a child. Ooh, what is it? What is it? If I had a Zelda sound effect, I'd play it right now, but I don't. And before Natsuki can even say anything, Sayori pulls off the wrapping paper. A new bow! I love the color. Thank you. Thank you so much. No problem. Sayori lurches over the steps to give Natsuki a hug. All the way through contact, the younger girl flinches away, pushing Sayori away from her. Ow!
You know I don't like that, Sayori!
Oh, sorry. I just got a bit carried away.
Anyway, check what's on the bow.
Sayori obliges and brings the bow up to eye level. Ooh, there's something written here. Happy thoughts?
Yeah, I remember a couple of times over the past few months where you seem kind of down, so I thought I'd use one of the lines in your poems to remind you to smile some more. Things don't seem right when you act all weird, so I hope this is a good reminder.
Thank you. She looks around the room. I didn't mean to make you all worry. We all have a day, Sayori. If anything comes up, feel free to talk to us. She nods her head, cradling the bow close to her chest. Hang on a second. By the process of elimination, it looks like Yuri and Ratsmith got each other. Monica looks between Yuri and I with a knowing smirk on her face. That turned out to be rather convenient for you two, didn't it? You planned this, Monica! You planned this one! Oh! Yes, it appears that we did. Oh, they like arranged it. I bet they like arranged it. Look at this transaction here. What are the chances? Anyway, here you go, Yuri. With slight anticipation, I give her my present. She extends her hand out and hands me mine, causing us to unwrap our presents at the same time. Is this what I think it is? It's a tea set. Oh, I'm sorry, was that? Wait, huh? It's a tea set complete with a kettle. A very Yuri present for sure. Oh, she got us a tea set. Yes, it's a tea set. I thought you would like it, especially when we read together. Plus, it comes with a few different types of tea, so I thought you could experiment a little. Yuri, this is really thoughtful. I love to try out new flavors with you. So yeah, once again, thank you. They both got each other a tea set? Yuri looks thoroughly relieved. Looks like she's not used to giving presents to other people. Anyway, what do you make of my gift? Oh, sorry, I was just... My Ratsmith. This is gorgeous. What is it? Looks like a teapot. A really fancy one, mind you. Yep, that's precisely what it is. I was going to go with a book at first. Oh, I was going to go with a book at first, but I didn't know which books you already had, so that was a risk I didn't want to take. So I thought, well, let's think outside the box a little, you know? I thought the design of this teapot was really nice and intricate, and it kind of reminded me of you. Okay, that sounded a lot less romantic in my head. And with everyone else listening, too. Anyway, I know you like tea, so I thought this would be a safe bet.
More time passes.
That's very thoughtful of you, Ratsmith. Not only is the design wonderful, but you clearly had my interest in mind when you bought it. I mean, I grew up being upper middle class, but being somewhat wealthy doesn't mean you grow up to be a Jack Doherty little punk. Social anxiety doesn't discriminate. No, absolutely not. I completely agree. As a matter of fact, a lot of wealthy people grow up to be the opposite of Monica, which makes sense. If you grow up and you have wealthy parents that pamper you, or you have wealthy parents that like kind of handhold you through things, which is very common in America, you're not going to grow up to be like Monica. I'm talking about like the type where like they have super high expectations and expect you to always appear a certain way in public, and they like make you carry their reputation on your shoulders, and like they want you to be top of your class, top of your clubs, top of the sports. They want you to like make them look good type parents. I assume Monica has those types of social like rich parents, not just like normal wealthy parents. I wasn't saying all wealthy people are like that. I more meant like that type, you know, which is not common in the modern age. It was very common in the 19th century, and actually a lot of the 20th century and the early 20th century too. It's not super common now. It's kind of an old style of beliefs. It's a little more European anyway, a little more Japanese too. In America, it's not a very common like thought process anymore, but that was very common back then. Anyhow. She's quiet for a moment or two. The other girls look around at each other. No one is quite sure what to say. Well, I'm glad you like it, Yuri. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too, Ratsmith. To my surprise, she scoots closer to me and tentatively wraps her arm around mine. Nutty! The emotion surprises me at first, but I quickly lean back into her touch, enveloping my arms around her as well. Why did I react like that? A pleasant scent of mint and lavender fills my nose, and I'm surprised by the comfortable warmth Yuri's touch radio. I can't speak. For a moment, I'm lost in her embrace. A strong, strangely familiar feeling wrests its way out of my heart and courses through my entire body. It makes me forget that there are some people here in the room. An awkward throat clearing pulls me away from Yuri. Cock block Monica! Cock blockica! Cock blockica! There she is! So, what's next? Truth be told, I didn't really plan this far ahead. I thought everyone would want to go home after exchanging presents, but if you guys want to stick around, you're more than welcome to. I've got some board games we could play. Yeah, it sounds fun.
They better not be boring.
How about this? I pull out a box, one illustrated by an image of a large brain. This area immediately brightens up. Ooh, we haven't played this in a while. Ah, cranium. Do I know a cranium? That sounds super familiar. Have I played cranium? Hold on. I should have specified the board game, not the anatomical part of your body. Yeah, I think I have played this actually. This game was alright. I didn't think it wasn't one of my favorites. It was an okay game. I do play a lot of board games though. But that sweater is so soft. It looks very soft. I actually really love sweaters like this. Given the variety of talent in the room, I reckon that'll be a great pick. Also, can I just say Monica's outfit is so peculiar? Like, it's cute, but what a fucking weird outfit. Like, she has light green sweatpants. She has a tan overcoat with an under red whatever this is. I don't know what this is. And then a white collared shirt. This is a very peculiar winter outfit. Like, whoever drew it on her, cool. I like the art, but this is a very strange outfit. Like, very weird fashion taste. That's all I'm gonna say. What was it? I zoned out. Cranium. You know, it's kind of a generic, like, it's like a board game with moving pieces, but it also has, like, I think it has cards where, like, you have to answer questions. It's kind of weird. Given the variety of talent in the room, I reckon this will be a great pick.
What's this? I've never tried it before, you fucking morons.
Me neither. Don't worry, the basics are pretty simple to pick up. I'm confident you'll be able to pick it up eventually. Or pretty quickly, sorry. Even you, Natsuki.
What do you mean? You fucking...
Anyways, let's start, guys. Chuckling at the irate look on Natsuki's face, I pull a small table towards me and set the board down, along with all the playing cards. It's pretty straightforward, guys. See? This dice, roll it, and you'll land on a colored square. Whenever you land on a square, you have to draw a card and complete the written activity on it. The activities are split by color, so the blue one represents drawing or sculpting with the clay. Oh, really? I don't remember this. It's been so long. And the green one is where you have to perform something. Perform? Don't worry, it's nothing too crazy. Like this one. I take a quick look at a green card. You just have to partner with someone, hum this song, and they've got 60 seconds to guess it. Don't worry, there are some word-based ones, so you're in luck. Yeah, this board game's super fun, guys. There's something for everyone.
This actually looks kind of cool.
I told you, now let's start. This British accent is so off. As I was hoping, the game is proving to be a big hit. We all have our strengths and weaknesses, meaning no one has a distinct advantage. It's fairly even so far, and everyone's enjoying it. It's currently Yuri's turn, and she throws the dice, which lands on the color yellow. Wordworm again. Lucky you, eh? Okay, here's your challenge. I lean forward and take a yellow card from the box. I'm going to give you a word, and you have 40 seconds to spell it. That should hopefully be enough time. Huh, but there's a catch. You've got to spell it backwards. And on your first try. Well, this certainly ups the ante, doesn't it? She takes a deep breath. Okay, I'm ready. What's my word? With my hand ready to flip over the small timer, I read the word aloud. Oh, Oh, for a second, my dyslexia, I thought I said Parlovian. I was like, what the fuck is that? Pavlovian! Ooh, that's hard. Immediately, Yuri's face adopts a look of intense concentration. N? Oh, I would have fucked up on this part. My dyslexia would have fucked me up so hard. A. I. Yep, keep going. V. Oh, I don't know if I can do it. Pavlovian. N. A. I. V. V. Wait, what? Fuck, I would be terrible at this! I would be so bad at this! Can I do it? Hold on. Can I do it? N-A-I-V O-L-V-A-P, right? Right? I did it. I think I did it. I'm pretty sure I did it. Natsuki seems like the person to yell swears in COD lobby. Oh, absolutely. Swears or slurs, take your pick. Yeah. Yeah, she does. She seems like the type in the modern age to stream Call of Duty and argue with chat constantly and just curse all the time. Personally, not my cup of tea, but you know, it's a funny as a character. She looks at the clock. About 10 seconds have already ticked by. O, L, doing well. V, more seconds tick by. Looks like she's about 30 seconds have gone. AP, yay, that's right. You're so smart, Yuri.
Geez, not gonna lie, it's not half bad.
You're too kind. I simply had an essay word, that's all. Have some pride in yourself, Yuri. You did well. I know why you passed, so you get to roll again. I just hope I don't get a green. Look on her face. When she indeed lands on a green is priceless. Perfect.
Shit, I'm not gay!
Streamer Natsuki. Oh, no one would fucking believe her, man. Oh, hey, God. I've got it. Tennis elbow.
Yep.
Her eyes fly open right as the timer runs out of sand. Natsuki's blue activity involved her drawing a phrase, but the catch was that she had to do it with her eyes closed. Personally, I was a little dubious over her picking Sayori as the teammate who had to guess, but hey, she got there in the end. Look, oh, sorry, thought that was Sayori. Oh, look at that elbow. It looks like a floppy strand of spaghetti.
As if you could even draw with your eyes open.
Whatever you say, spaghetti arms. Hey, Natsuki, why don't you roll again? Ah, Sayori, always the tactical at the best of moments.
Seriously, Red again?
Not much a fan of the data head questions, eh?
I would be if they were actually answerable. I mean, who would believe that Theodore Roosevelt named his son Kermit?
Miss Piggy. Sayori and Monica laugh as Natsuki scoffs.
Your New Year's resolution should be to get a better sense of humor.
I don't know. Looks like it's working fine so far. I gesture to the two laughing girls.
Whatever, just give me my fucking card, you fucking morons.
Here you go.
What is one's multiple choice, please?
What does it say?
In the legal field, what does perjury mean?
Got no fucking idea. Like, law is one of my worst categories. Like, actually, yeah, probably one of my absolute worst categories of all. He named his son Kermit, and his son fought in World War I, then died in a plane crash due to being shot down somewhere in France. Wow. You really are a history buff, man. I'm fucking terrible at history.
Deliberately not turning up to court, deliberately telling a lie under oath, or attempting to bribe a judge or jury.
Oh, wait, wait, perjury. Wait. Do I know what this means? Perjury is deliberately... No. Is perjury deliberately telling a lie under oath? No. Or is it bribing a jury? Is it bribing a jury? I don't think it is, though. I think it's telling a lie. I'm probably wrong. I think it's telling a lie under oath.
How the hell am I meant to know this?
Aren't there any animes out there that involve trial or something? I fucking love Phoenix Wright. I'm gonna stream the Phoenix Wright games too. I've been like talking about this for a while. I fucking need to stream them. I love Phoenix Wright.
Why would I want to watch that? It sounds really boring.
Hey, speak for yourself. Between Phoenix Wright and Better Call Saul, there's some fucking good law shows out there, man.
Anyway, I don't know.
We've got 10 seconds to make a decision, so just take a guess.
C?
She flips the card over.
B, come on, who'd know that?
I did. Wait, which one's B? Which one's B? I want to know the answer. Which one's B? Is A, deliberately not turning up to court? B, Deliberately telling a lie under oath, and I'm assuming C is bribe a judge, D is bribe a jury. She said B. I think I was right. Deliberately telling a lie under oath. I was right. I was right. Not turning up as failure to appear. Yeah, I thought so. I knew it wasn't that one.
Big surprise that is.
Don't worry, I didn't know either. Tut tut. Tut tut. You guys really need to brush up on your Latin.
Yeah, 'cause we're really living in the Middle Ages, aren't we?
Well, to be fair, Latin has a basis in like multiple languages, so understanding a lot of Latin words actually kind of helps you understand like most languages that are Latin based, which is most languages that we use, except for Eastern languages. Grumbling, Natsuki sets the card back at the back of the pack. Wait, hold on. That was B, right? Let me look at what perjury means. It appears when someone tells a purposeful lie, gives false information, and illegal oath. Yeah, I thought so. I see. I know some stuff with law. I know. To be fair, I have watched a ridiculous amount of ridiculous lawsuit videos, so maybe I'm not as bad at law as I thought I was actually. After a while, the game eventually winds down to a close. It's definitely come down to the wire between Monika and Yuri. Monika's musical abilities have proven to be very useful in the star performer category, where the user had to hum or sing a tune and got others to guess. That makes sense. That'd be my best. I'm good with like entertaining things and acting and even a little bit of like trivia with entertainment and technology. And I'm good at math and I'm good at English. I'm decent with science, but history, can't do it. I can't do it. And when it comes to like trivia about like a lot of pop culture, I'm decent with movies. And with like old music, I'm pretty decent with old music. And if we're talking modern pop stars and modern movies and shit though, I don't know. I really don't know. Yuri, on the other hand, excelled at the word-based activities. She rarely got one of them wrong. After a tense final round, Yuri eventually pulls through and is declared the winner. Even though Natsuki, Sayori, and I didn't really have much of a chance of winning, it was still really enjoyable to play and watch the showdown between Monika and Yuri. I almost forgot her voice. Ooh, that was close, Monika. It certainly was. Well played, Yuri. Despite being a loser, Monika accepts her defeat gracefully. Sportsmanship at its finest. I don't know about you guys, but I had a lot of fun. We should definitely play this more often. Yeah, hearing you frantically hum those tunes was really funny.
And you guys had all the honor of seeing my awesome drawings.
I stretch and yawn, hearing a satisfying click with my joints as I do so. Time really has flown. Yeah, anytime you guys want to play, just give me a buzz. This has been really fun. Give me a buzz. Wow, you can tell this guy's fucking English. There's a general murmur of agreement as they all start clearing up. Thankfully, there aren't too many pieces, so the task is relatively straightforward. You know, Ratsmith, you kind of remind me of Yuri. Huh? What do you mean?
You guys both have a really deep look in your eyes when you start focusing on stuff. It looks a bit weird, but it suits you.
I do. Oh god, wrong voice. Going back and forth is fucking me today. I don't know. I noticed that as well. Don't worry, it's not a bad thing. Although it is rather uncanny seeing such a deep look on someone that isn't Yuri. It's something I've grown to associate with only her. With everyone's attention on me, I'm not really sure how to respond. And it's true that I've been spending time with Yuri as of late, so maybe. Well, I think he looks endearing when he looks like that. I mean, ugh.
Well, of course you think that. You two are pretty much together, like, all the time now.
Those conversations take a fast detour into hot water. Speaking of which, I'm curious, are you two officially going out? Let it go! I don't know who that was. The intense blush on Yuri's face mirrors my own feelings. Why did Monika have to put us on the spot like that? I mean, we aren't. Both of our faces are practically on fire. While it's true that we aren't boyfriend and girlfriend, I definitely wouldn't mind if we were. Don't worry about it. I was just teasing you. Anyway, I think everyone is packed away. I don't know why. I find it really funny when people do that. Like, they put you such heavily at the spot and then just immediately brush by it without making them answer. Something about that is just really comical. It's unhinged. Give me your boys in it, shoulder tabloid. What the fuck what did you even say? What? Anyway, and I think everything's getting packed away, so I'm going to have to get going. It's late after all. Thank you again for the gift, Sayori. Oh, you're welcome, Monica. I should probably get going as well too. Yeah, same. See y'all soon. Bye, guys. Yeah, see ya. They all look curiously at Yuri. Sticking around for a bit, Yuri? Oh, yes, I wanted a cup of tea, if that's okay. She looks imploringly at me. What does imploringly mean? I am learning so much vocabulary, so much English vocabulary today. Alright, imploringly. I'm assuming I know, without looking, I assume it probably takes from the word implying. I'm assuming imploringly means like you're expecting an answer. But let's see, what does it mean? An adverb that means begging or pleading with someone in a deep emotional way. I was close enough. It's not implying for an answer, but like, okay, you're like implying that you want somebody's attention. All right, that was close. Give me a buzz, isn't it? Chowder tea blind. Okay, that's what I thought you said, but what does that even mean? Chowder tea blind. What is that? Is that like a thing I don't know about with British culture? I know about chowder and tea, but what do you mean blind? I actually have no idea. Yeah, that's cool. I'll put the board game away, so feel free to make yourself at home in the kitchen. Sayori looked really jealous. She is a jealous type, unfortunately. I was just saying random funny British words. Oh, okay, I don't know about the blind one. I know, like, come here, boys, in it, chowder tea. I don't know about blind. Oh, maybe just from Peaky Blinders, maybe. I don't know. The other three girls depart, leaving an awkward silence between Yuri and I. At least it's cut short by her excusing herself. After carefully checking that everything is in its rightful place. Everything in its right place. Sorry. I had to. I fucking love that stupid ass song from Radiohead. Anyway, I slot the board game back into position in the cupboard. I would play it, but my video would get muted, so I'm not going to. Hi, Yuri. Don't worry about that stuff. She'd taken the plates and was in the process of washing them as I entered the kitchen. Oh no, you are kind enough to serve us, so this is the least I can do. Are you sure? I'm the host, so I shouldn't really be making you do this. It's really no bother. Well, if you insist. Still, you've got to let me help, okay? She nods as I roll up my sleeves and put on some rubber gloves. We wash the dishes together, slowly inching closer until our shoulders are practically touching. You know, to some people that might seem weird, but I use rubber gloves too. Well, I don't wash the dishes much at my own house nowadays because I have a roommate and I do the cleaning of the house and a lot of laundry. So he does the dishes because he mostly cooks, so it's just fair that way. He also does not fucking rinse, so I'm not gonna wash his unrinsed dishes. But regardless, I actually have hand eczema, and I actually just have a lot of skin eczema apparently because I'm having it in other places I won't disclose. But yeah, so that's apparently dishwashing. If you don't know, if you have eczema or hand eczema, dishwashing soap makes your skin fucking awful. It makes my skin bubble up and break open and bleed constantly. So I try to avoid washing dishes without a glove on because it really fucks me and it's very uncomfortable. But anyways, we wash the dishes together, slowly inching closer until our shoulders are practically touching. Are they gonna kiss? A comfortable silence descends. I would normally end by now, but I want to see the end of this night. I want to know if they're gonna fucking kiss. Okay, that's what I want to do. I'm on the edge of my seat here. A comfortable silence descends upon us. A silence that I'm surprised Yuri breaks first. It feels strange, spending Christmas together with people other than my family. First time? She nods slowly. Parents not around for Christmas this year. You could say that, yes. My mother would usually make teriyaki salmon and turkey, and then we'd follow it through with that cake. Vanilla or milk chocolate was always my family's firm favorite. Oh shoot, I should have gotten dessert. I knew I forgot something. I'm sorry, Yuri, it always slipped my mind. She smiles softly. Please don't worry about it, Ratsmith. The fact you cooked for me and everyone else today, was more than I could have asked for. Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that. I had no idea how the food would turn out, so this is reassuring to hear. Good thing I had a good teacher, eh? I playfully nudged her with my elbow, causing her to blush. It was nothing. See, I love these parts of this game. When it's not the drama and it's these moments, like them playing and them teasing each other and then the parties, I adore Blue Skies, man. Her blush remains as we carry on washing the dishes in silence. Hey, Redsmith. Yeah? I don't know how to put... Oh, sorry. I don't know how to put this, so I apologize if it sounds out of the blue, but I really enjoy spending time with you. Kiss! The soft, vulnerable way she speaks catches me off guard. Oh yeah, I enjoy spending time with you too, Yuri. The last of the dishes has been cleaned, but we don't move apart. If anything, we grow a little closer. By the way... Oh, he's gonna ask. Yes? What exactly are we? Finally! Addressing the elephant in the room that isn't Yuri's tits. What do you mean? You know, when we were cleaning up just now with the others, they asked if we were, well, my god, asking her directly is proving to be exceptionally difficult. I don't know. Hold on, I got a button for this. Let me see if I get it first try.
I don't know.
Kiss do it now. I'm tired of getting blue-balled by this game. Yeah, the Yuri route they have. Yuri route is the edging route, truly. I've never felt this way about someone before. Yeah, me neither.
More time passes.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make this so awkward. She laughs softly. At this proximity, I can feel her warm breath on my face. It sends a shiver down my spine, but not the unpleasant kind. No need to apologize. It's a valid question. I guess I just don't know how to answer it. At this point, my heart... Sorry, for a second I didn't know if that was coming from the game and it scared the fuck out of me. At this point, my heart is positively thumping out of my chest. Is this really happening with Yuri? Well, I guess we don't really need all the answers now. After all, I like what we have now. I do too. Yuri, we both turn towards each other, causing me to drown in her eyes. Those deep pools of violet, so mysterious. Why is it so focused on her chest? It makes me like think that MC is like tiny, and Yuri's like so fucking tall that her face is at like her tit level. It's just really funny to imagine, actually. The scent of lavender jasmine oil permeates my nose, filling it with a scent as pleasant as the sight in front of me. PTSD from the heartbeat sound. I know, it kind of scared me. Tentatively, I find myself reaching out to gently stroke. Also, this kind of heart beating is not fitting of a romantic moment. It would be more like so like dum 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 dum. Not like this fast heartbeat is like what happens when like you think someone's about to catch you doing a crime, or like you think someone's outside your house with a gun. Like this is like not the romantic type of heart beating, my guy. Ratsmith, my eyes are up here. Do you think Yuri would enjoy being gawked at a little bit? Nah, she would. She fucking wouldn't. I don't think she would, actually. I think she would be into it, actually. No, from what we know about canon Yuri, I think she enjoys attention, and she enjoys being looked at as desirable, but she wouldn't admit to it because Yuri's very respectful, and she wouldn't want to say something so, like, demeaning and so... not publicly presentable as desiring being looked at in that side of way, but I think she does. I think she would, actually. Tentatively, I find myself reaching out to gently stroke her cheek and brush a lock of hair out of her face. Oh, man. That's simultaneously such a grand move in a moment like this, but also so awkward from a young boy. It's so awkward. Well, I'm not a girl, and I'm not into boys, so I have no idea, actually. Maybe that's, like, endearing, but from, like, a young guy, I feel like it would be so awkward being, like, oh, Monica, let's just brush that out the way here. Sorry. Stroking cheeks. Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna make that joke. Nah, it's okay. You know what? You didn't have to finish. I already know the joke. I already know where you're going with that. She closes her eyes briefly and exhales onto my fingers. This just feels so right. We come closer and closer to each other as every nerve burns with anticipation. I can almost feel her lips on my... Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Wait, it's probably not Monica. Is it Sayori? Oh, what's that noise? Ah! We break apart the moment all but gone. Who is it? I forgot my present, sorry. I knew it wasn't Monica. I knew it wasn't her this time. It wouldn't make sense for her to come back. Yes, yes, do it. Son of a fucking bitch, I swear to God, if it's Monica, I'm gonna kill her. No, it was not. I knew it wasn't Monica in this case. Oh my goodness. Irritation floods through my body. Why couldn't you have just been more careful, Sayori? Sayori pops into the kitchen and judging by the look of surprise on her face, she definitely didn't expect this. With a start, I realize Yuri and I still have our arms around each other, and as I take my arms off her waist, she quickly removes hers from my shoulder. Dude, if it was Monica, I would have laughed my fucking ass off. Like, unironically, I would have been crying. Because, like, the only reason why I would have been crying is because if it was Monica, she would have been doing it knowingly. Like, I swear, and it's possible she passively does it because she's very attentive and, like, just always is, like, very routinely and timely about things. So, like, they might just be dozing off and she's just like, all right, guys. And everybody's like, oh, damn it. But, like, knowing when she's self-aware in the canon game, she just does it on purpose. She's just like, oh, they're getting a little close right now. Hey! Poem time? Poem time, buddy? Poem time? And you know what? I love her more for it. She's, you know what? You can't fault her for it. You just can't. To be fair, I fucking hate PDA. So if you're doing it in a public... Now, this is their house. This is different. This is their house. Monica never interrupted at their own house. But I fucking hate when, like, you're in a club with other people or you're in a public place and people are, like, getting all touchy with each other. It's so weird. Keep it at fucking home, people. Or at least at, like, a fucking park or something. Or, like, a proper place for a date, like a restaurant where you're at a booth. But when you're in, like, a whole public place with other people, like a club where you're supposed to be a bunch of friends doing things and you're getting smoochy, that's just disrespectful, for one. And inappropriate, for two. And it also just makes people uncomfortable and can ruin the mood for everybody else. So just fucking keep it at home. I don't fault Monica for that at all when it's in the club. Okay, that reminds me of the time my wife's parents caught me and her about to kiss in her bedroom. Her dad was coming in to tell her something. That's so fucking awkward, man. No, I was the type. It was, okay, pretty awkward and hilarious, but when me and my first real girlfriend were dating, there was a short period of time where we were staying with my parents because I wasn't moved out just yet. We were still looking for a place, and, like, we kind of moved under, like, urgent circumstances somewhat. So we were staying together, but every time me and Kelly were doing anything with each other, we always either locked the door every single time, to be sure, because I didn't want to be, I didn't want any awkward scenarios, or we went in the basement, which we had a furnished basement at my mom's house, and there was a staircase with a wall that, like, you had to go all the way down on loud steps before you could turn the corner. So, like, that was always our go-to, but oh my God. It was sometimes hilarious. Getting promiscuous in your parents' house is so funny. And now I can't unhear that Ninja Sex Party song. Welcome to my parents' house. My mama bought some snackies. I fucking love that song. Anyways, yeah, I'm fine with small PDA, like hand-holding, but not making... I agree. It's so funny you say this, because I don't remember who it was, but I literally just had this conversation with someone the other day. Like, hand-holding is, I think, the only PDA I'm okay with in any public setting. All right? Like, no matter where you are, if you're a couple and you're hand-holding, to me, that almost restores faith in humanity for me. It's like, that's cute. That's fucking adorable. And that's very socially acceptable. Okay? Handshaking is acceptable. Hand-holding is acceptable. That's fine. That's completely fine. But, like, and hugging, that's fine, too. Depending where you're from, a grazie, you know, a little, like, mwah, mwah on the cheeks. Okay, that's fine, too. I'm okay with all that. But if you're kissing in public, or you're getting, like, sexual in public, or you're, like, pressing bodies on each other in public in a way beyond, like, normal, just don't. Just fucking don't. It's so weird and makes everybody uncomfortable. And I hate the degenerate modern American mindset that, like, somehow displaying your affection in public is nothing other than perversion. Like, like, some couples are fucking weird and are like, I want you to show me off in public. We gotta do things in front of people, or somehow your love for me is invalidated. That's fucking weird. That's just weird. That is, like, not valid thought process in the slightest. I don't agree with that at all. That's just fucking stupid. That's fucking perverted. And I'm perverted. But, like, at least admit to it, because it's just weird. It's just generally weird. The people kissing on lockers in middle school hall. Ugh. Yeah. Especially in school. Even when I was a kid, I always liked a little older people. I was more into older women. So, like, I fucking hated seeing teenage couples. Young love is so fucking retarded, first off, and it never lasts. In modern age, at least. But, oh my god, every time I would see that... You know what? I was a dick in high school, though. I was a fucking dick in high school. Excluding the last 2 years where I kind of just became, like, a edgy, don't talk to anyone type. But in my early years of high school, I was a dick. And I'm not proud of it. But it is funny looking back because I was the type where, like... I think I actually did this. Where there was these people... I knew who they were, first off. And they were very fucking annoying. And I kind of teased them about it. So there's one time, like, I saw him and his girlfriend being fucking weird and annoying. And, like, they were in, like, a science class during lunch and the teacher was away. And they were getting all, like, up on each other while, like, there was, like, 20 students around. And I was super into Filthy Frank and my friend group knew this. So we walked over with my friend, Alec the Albino, we called him. Because he fucking was albino, I swear to God. And we just both agreed to go, like, 3, 2, 1. Where are your parents? Completely ruining their moment. But frankly, you're in fucking public, people. You're in public, so, like, pretending that you're the main characters and people can't interact with you while you're in public is ridiculous. I just, like, no, you're not the main character. Stop it. Stop it. Anyways. Let's continue with the Sayori cockblock. Sayori's expression dims with what looks like sadness. It's replaced in a flash, though. Did I just imagine it? Sorry, guys. I found it. Oh, this is awkward. She picks up the bow from the kitchen counter. Why it was there was beyond me. Yeah. See, because, like, everybody blames Monica for being jealous, which I have a whole video essay about. Now, I think she was jealous. But not for the reason you think. Because Monica doesn't even like the main character. But, anyways, let's be real. If you're going to be mad and threaten these characters and say that, like, they're a bad person over being jealous. First off, being jealous doesn't make you a bad person. Second off, fucking Natsuki, Yuri, and Sayori all act just as jealous as Monica throughout the entirety of the game, depending on what route you choose. So I think it's just an irrational thing to, like... Because people like to single out Monica because the game wants you to. The game was written for you to. But... it's like a brain situation, right? The game wants you to dislike Monica. Even if she's not in the wrong at all. But, well, I mean, I guess a little bit. She was a little bit. I'm making a video about it. I'm going to shut up. But anyways, in the Natsuki route, Yuri's fucking jealous and, like, won't read your poems and acts like, makes a big fucking pouty deal every time you start talking to her and shit. And, like, okay, that's jealousy for sure. And, like, even, like, when she talks about, like, oh, it must be nice for you and Sayori to walk home together. You know, like, she gets jealous. Sayori gets hella jealous in the canon ddlc. Like, super fucking jealous. Always talking about, must be nice hanging out with Yuri. Oh, would you walk home with Natsuki instead of me? Oh, you see you're getting closer. Like, Sayori is hella jealous. So if you're going to get fucking pissed at somebody for being jealous, don't be a hypocrite. And either get pissed at all of them or get pissed at none of them. Because I fucking hate the hypocrisy, okay? I just hate it. It's just really annoying. Where you're just like, ah, what a jealous bitch. Okay, so Sayori's a bitch then? That's what you're saying? Because she's also hella jealous. Now again, Monica's not even jealous for the same reason. The most misinterpreted thing in the entire DDLC community, by far, by a long shot, that is easily disproven by the game's own dialogue and narrative, is that Monica is into the MC and is a yandere trying to kill the other girls who date the MC. This is just provably false and fucking stupid, and I don't understand how you come to this conclusion unless you weren't paying attention to the story at all. Because, first off, she directly says she doesn't like the MC, first off, and she insults him in Act 3. Second off, she's in love with the player. She's not in love with the MC. So that's just, you got the wrong interest. Third off, she technically did not kill Sayori or Yuri. A lot of people think that she did, and she did influence it, but she does say that she wasn't trying to get them to kill themselves. She was trying to get them to be viewed as unlikable, so that I'm assuming she thought the game or the player was controlling where you were going. She believed that, so that you would choose to talk to her instead, so she can talk about the fact that she's trapped in a game and try to find a way out. But the game won't let you speak to Monica, so she keeps trying to be like, hey, look at me. Why don't we remove them from the equation so we can finally fucking talk? Mind you, there's a point in the game where the game literally closes early and switches to the next day because Monica's trying to talk to you and it doesn't want you to talk to her. So, like, it's just wrong. It's literally just wrong. That's just not what's happening. But I digress. We're not playing canon ddlc right now. I'm just so passionate about this conversation because I honestly, if Monica was the way that people misinterpret her to be, then I would hate Monica. But that's not who she is. Y'all are LARPing. Y'all are fucking LARPing. And I'm going to leave it at that, all right? I'm all for headcanons, but there's a difference in a headcanon and literally contradicting the canon lore's events. Those are two different things, all right? Anyway. Sayori just laid the bow in the kitchen and then came back to grab it to interrupt us. Cool, Sayori. Very cool of you. Why it was there is beyond me. By the way, Yuri, do you want to walk home with me? Wow. Wow, okay. Honestly, I wish Natsuki had a canon death other than her just being disappeared. She always felt unfinished to me. Actually, Dan Salvato has stated directly two things. One, Monica says this, but Monica didn't have it in her to do anything bad to Natsuki because nothing that happened was her fault, and she already has a rough life, and Monica could not bring herself, even in a fictional scenario where she is aware that they are fake and can be easily reset or deleted with the click of a button, she still couldn't bring herself to do anything bad to Natsuki. And if you notice, if you play ddlc and pay attention to the way that Natsuki deals with Natsuki, she's very, like, nice to Natsuki. Now, she's teasing, and she fucks with her manga to see her get rowdy and pouty. That's not being mean. That's just light teasing. Natsuki's the same way towards her. That's just even as far as I'm concerned. I did the same shit with my friends. I like to fuck around with people. But Monica likes Natsuki. I know she does. Thing number 2 on this point. Dan Salvato has said that it is part of her character arc to be finished off screen because her entire character arc in ddlc is the fact that she feels neglected by her parents and by her classmates if you don't go after her. Like, she just feels like nobody accepts her, nobody likes her for her interests, she's neglected by her family, she's fucking not even fed properly, people don't respect her for her interests, she feels at the very least, and ddlc Plus backs this up. So her story ending without having a proper vision is fitting. It's cruel, as with the rest of the game's deaths, but it is fitting if you think about it. Her not even being respected on screen while she's dying, quote unquote dying, even though she just comes back like after the Act 3, is fitting. It's fitting. It is fitting character. It's very cruel, but it is fitting. I mean, it's less cruel than, like, you know, stabbing yourself or getting hung, but, you know, I digress. By the way, Yuri, do you want to walk home with me? Ooh! Yuri quickly looks at me. It's almost pleading. The moment is gone, though, so I bitterly nod. Oh, sure. That was awkward. After carefully scooping up the teapot, she leads to the hallway. Sayori is already lingering outside. Sorry. It's okay, Yuri. It's not your fault. Besides, we can just hang out on New Year's Eve, right? Yes. Ooh, I mean, yes, of course. I'd like that. Can't help but smile to myself. Even though we were just on the verge of kissing, she's still self-conscious about how eager she is to want to spend time with me. My allergies are acting up. We'll make it happen, don't worry. With one last quick hug, she follows Sayori out, leaving me to process what just happened. Might sound cheesy, but true happiness at Christmas doesn't come from material things, does it? When me and my wife were starting our DLC playthrough, we had a theory, a game theory, that Natsuki's disappearance was due to something her dad did. Like at the end of the game, you mean? I mean, that's interesting. I wonder what it would be. I mean, that's obviously not what happened, but interesting. All right. Oh, it's already New Year's. Oh, so we're like near the end of the game, are we not? I think we're really close to the end of the game. We're going to stop here because it's very late for me, actually. But that was great. That was fantastic. I had a great time. Okay, rat members. Who's ya? I like pronouncing your name that way, sorry. Thank you for joining. As for this DDLC discussion, by the way, I am making the DDLC videos very soon. I actually started working on some today. The YouTube weekly videos and the DDLC analysis videos and the tier list and shit and all the poem videos, I'm making them real soon here. But I'm trying to prepare for weekly videos, and I don't know how I'm going to edit these yet, so I'm trying to kind of figure that out before I post any of them. But anyways, I got lots of DDLC shit coming, as well as a crazy idea. Not crazy, but it's just going to be a lot of effort. I'm going to make a video where I read the entirety of Doki Doki Literature Club without any breaks and any commentary. It's going to be a straight reading of the entire game cut down into one video so that people who want to listen to all of Doki or need a refresher who have never played it can listen to it if they want. New viewers to the channel who don't know much about Doki can watch all of it perhaps. I'm going to put it on the main YouTube channel, the Ratrapina Hub. Please make sure you're subscribed to Ratrapina Hub up here if you aren't already. But I'm excited for what's to come with Doki. Yeah, by starting, I mean our first couple playthroughs. Oh, okay. Pink stream cock block yet again. Yeah, truly. This is the edging route. Yuri's the edging route. I actually really like the Yuri route, though. It's been a really good route. All right, Monica gives everybody a kiss. And with that, I got to end it. I got to go to bed. It's Sunday. Tomorrow's Monday, sadly. But, all right. Good night, Rat members. Thank you for watching.